Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How are we doing? I've lost chat entirely. I'm not re-streaming today, so I've lost chat. I don't know where you are. There we go. There we go. I've got too many tabs open. How we doing anyway, though, man? Welcome to the stream, guys. It is good to see you. Hopefully, everybody is doing well. I don't know what's going on with the chat. It's been wonky. Okay, that. There we go. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, cool, sweet. How are we? How are we? How are we? Let me get chat popped out over here because I'm using the YouTube chat, not the restream chat, so it's a little bit different. How are we doing, guys? What's going on, Ends? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo, NRV, what's going on? Awuru, welcome. Yo, Casual, how's it going? Do Flicks, welcome to the stream. Ducklord, Rasanju, what's going on, boys? Hopefully, we're doing good, guys. We're back, man. We're back. We're gonna start slowly sliding back into the stream momentum over the coming week or so. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to getting back on a little bit of Arknights. We're gonna do some Enfield as well. I don't know if we'll do Enfield tomorrow or tomorrow evening. I'm not too sure. This weekend still up in the air because I don't know if we're going to have food. I don't know if, like, me and Rose are going to have food with my sister and brother-in-law. So, once I know, I'll let you guys know. But if not, I'm just probably going to stream all day. I'm honest. Probably just going to chill. Do a bit of a Enfield and do a bit of Arknights as well. And let me ask a question. Would you guys be interested in me doing Crimson Desert by any chance? Because game looks fucking sick. And I thought, even if you're not, I'll just fucking play it off stream. Like, I'm getting it. I just thought, you know, is it worth streaming? I don't know. I don't know if it's one of those games where it's just like, I just play off stream and just enjoy it, you know? I don't know. What's going on, Ringes? Everyone ready for the 4 hours? Yeah, but no. We play today. There was 2 videos I was going to react to, but I don't know if I just react to the one, because I want to check out the Moose on Caffeine video, but we might watch that tomorrow, maybe. Then there's the Aricardo video and the Vulpes video. I can no longer say silent about Tobero. Satire, Arknights Enfield. How satirical is it when you have to put satire in the title, though? But I think we'll definitely watch the Aricardo video. Because I'm interested to see what he's saying in that video. And then, yeah, I think we just get into it today, guys. We just rock and roll. FYI, I did upload a video a little earlier. Check it out, guys. I think I am gonna start introducing some of those sort of videos as well into the content, just talking about gaming stuff in general. You know, because that video is like semi-scripted, but mainly bullet points. I just don't like doing scripts. Like, if you hear more content and now and again it'll be scripted, but if you hear it, it sounds a little bit more scripted. It's typically just bullet pointed. So, because, yeah, I don't do scripts. Okay? But yeah, I want to do more of that sort of content as well on top. And I want to do content like that around gacha games also. So, you know, we'll see. When is 1.1 coming out? It's coming out the 12th, right? Isn't it the 12th? I believe so. I'm pretty sure that's what Enfield tweeted out, didn't they? Hold up a second. I'm pretty sure they tweeted out the 12th. Arknights Enfield, Old Deep Water dies by rising tide. It is denied. On March the 12th. Yeah, so it's going to release on March the 12th. UTC plus 8. They don't actually say the specific hour, though. They just say UTC plus 8. So yeah, the 12th of March is 1.1. 1.1 on the 12th. So not too long, man. Just over a week to go. So yeah, man, I've finished off the story. I'm just starting to build gold gear now. I'll have to show you my Wuling base maybe tomorrow. It's a fucking mess. It's like, it's a mess, man. It's real bad. But like, I've just got it like slowly building gold gear at the minute. I was gonna go down the route of just building Wuling power batteries, And then I was like, fuck it, I'm in too much of a rush. I want the gold gear. I managed to build a couple of pieces of gold gear for Helaga. And I was like, well, I'll just have to keep transferring standard batteries over. So I'm in a current situation where it's like, we're good to go for a while, then we run out of batteries and then we have to go again, which we'll sort that out soon. But yeah, it's a bit of a hodgepodge. But yeah, you know what? I'm still absolutely having a blast with Enfield. Like, I am. Like, don't get me wrong, the game does have issues, you know, like, especially in the story department, and, you know, some quality of life issues and stuff. But, man, I think I might be one of, like, the most positive people on the game in the space, man. I really like Enfield, I do. I really, really do like the game. But yeah. Anyway, today, we're back in Terra, boys, where it all began. We're gonna do some more Lonetrail, get that finished, and then obviously cracking on to chapter 13. That's the plan. And obviously now we're a little bit more caught up on Enfield content. Obviously we're still gonna do some streams over the next week, because obviously getting ready for 1.1. But yeah, I plan to spend the next week or so getting a little bit more back into the good old days, if you will. The good old days. Alright, let me see what chat say, man. Oh my god, Arknights, what's going on, my love? Welcome to the stream. Course, stream, whatever you want. I'm just interested if you guys would be interested, you know what I mean? How about Requiem? Like, it does look really good. I'm just not a Resident Evil guy. Like, I love the universe, and I've got the old games for. I'm just not a big, like, horror survival player, if I'm honest. It's just not my bag. Or, I don't know, maybe. We'll have to see. Maybe if I get it on sale, maybe. Yeah, 12 is right when they've on... Yeah. So, I think we'll have, like, 2 or 3 days without the Battle Pass. Because the Battle Pass ends before the 12th, right? I'm pretty sure the Battle Pass ends on, like, the 9th or the 10th or something, right? Or am I tripping? I might be tripping. Right on your 40th birthday. Nice. You started Gold Gear so slow. Base is always like that until you finish expanding the space. Yeah, true. You're just trying to squeeze stuff in, ain't you? I've used like 40 Arctic Sea materials. Glad I didn't go too deep. Game is 4 and it's okay. Exactly right. Exactly. I think, do you know what? I think more so, actually, I think the gacha space specifically seems to like, fun always seems to be the last care for the player, right? Like, I've been contemplating making videos talking about this, actually, which I think we all know anyway. It's pretty obvious, right? Because obviously the way the games are designed, obviously you are kind of pushed to chase certain things, right? But like, in the gacha space, we seem to care so much about everything other than, do you enjoy playing this game for what it is? And that doesn't mean you can't want better and you can't expect better and you can't demand better and critique things. Of course you can. We all want the things we enjoy to be better, right? Everything can always be better. But yeah, I think we do this lost sometimes. Like, whenever you hear people like talking about a game being bad, it's always like about things that are less important than actually enjoying the game, which I find fascinating. I mean, technically it all began on Talos 2, but story deep. Well, yeah. My journey began on Terra. Well, actually, it didn't. It began on Talos 2, actually, because, you know, I played Enfield first, so, yeah, alright. Georgie Games already finished chapter 13 pictures, slacking. I know. I mean, hey, do you know what, though? I've been getting gains in the gym, so who's the one who's slacking, really? To be fair to me. Yeah. I feel like an overused license to my eyes, same as Star Wars. I don't know. Apparently, some people are saying this is the best Resident Evil. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? Resident Evil games seem to be those games, don't they? They do get a lot of people that seem to enjoy watching them. I think there's certain games, aren't there, that are just really good content. Because I just think horror games in general are. Look at like the days of PewDiePie and Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, you know, those old school YouTube days where people just absolutely exploded off doing horror games. So yeah, I get it. I'm very excited for NT. I'm actually excited for NT as well. Real, so many enjoy collecting instead of playing. Yeah. How many pulls can I get? How can I optimize everything? How many characters can I get? Oh, a game can be prized in one way if it's free to play in terms of meta, but then still, if I can't get every character, it's a problem. And don't get me wrong, I understand the underlying issues with how gacha games work and the desire to get stuff, right? There has to be a balance, but some people just ignore it totally, and all they care about is like the gacha side of things, right? And when I look at some people, I'm like, why don't you just go gambling, bro? Just go chuck it all on black, man. I think you'll have more fun, if I'm honest. Honestly. Now, at the end of the day, I enjoy doing my pulls as well. It's a big part of the games, right? But I think sometimes we let it take control of every aspect of the game. Now, obviously, that depends on the game as well. I feel like the Enfield criticism is actually criticism. It's more like complaining about the game. Well, I think there is genuine criticism for Enfield, right? I do think, though, at least in the EN space, the genuine criticism is being drowned out by agenda-driven doom posting from a couple of content creators. And whatever, it don't bother me. I honestly don't get angry about it, but I'm starting to see the narrative being painted, and I see other people repeating the mantra, and I'm just like, let's critique the game. It's just, I gotta say it again, it comes from the worst space. It fucking does. The same space that accused the Hoyo community of doing the very thing they are doing to Enfield. It's insane, right? It's almost like it was the same people that moved from one community to the other. You know, it's almost like they did. Okay, I just lost connection. Hold up. I think we're back. Chat. Are we back, chat? My fucking... I don't know if it's this new poxy PC. I'm gonna have to go into my settings and stuff to make sure that OBS isn't getting knocked back as a priority, and that's why we're getting these disconnects that happen almost every single stream, right? It's not even like a frame drop situation. It's not a hardware thing. It's just like drops totally and then comes back up without fail almost every stream. Actually insane. So this has only started happening since I moved to my new PC. I love spending money for things to get worse. It's brilliant, innit, chat? You know? It's brilliant. It's like buying a new car and it's a piece of shit. Yeah, all I'm gonna say, hey, I've always been Intel. People keep saying, get AMD, bro. And then I did. You know. Where are they now? Oh, there he is. What's going on, Neil? How you doing, buddy? I have a 20-inch TV mounted on the wall in front of my treadmill, and I still haven't touched it. Dude, you know what? I got rid of my treadmill, right, which I actually use, and I bought this new, like, it's kind of like a stepper. I ain't fucking used it since I bought it. I'm the same. Spent a couple of £100 on that, I haven't used it. Enfield BP gives 6-star weapons which can replace the limited. Yes, the battle pass in Enfield's brilliant. It really is. And I see people shitting on the battle pass as well. I'm like, what? It's crazy. Give me AIC repeatable content at least weekly. It's mega fun to build factories. It would be cool to have some sort of like challenge stuff, right, around the factory stuff. I agree. Because you know how like in some of the tutorials to get the bonus, it was like get like a production level at so many products per minute. Like stuff like that would be kind of interesting as well. I'd probably be shit at it, but you know, work around the factory stuff. Even if it's just like in a little instance, you know, and then you get a bonus for it or something. I don't know. I love all the Resident Evil from 1 to 6, like Veronica, Resident Evil 7 and 8. I dislike it because they focus on the horror aspect while the fans wanting that. Okay, what's going on, Danny? Yeah, they are different games now, aren't they? They are different games. There's one CC so frustrating, you know who it is? Yeah, you know what? Dude doesn't even frustrate me because he's just dented. Dude's just got an agenda. Saint's just got an agenda. It's clear as day. You know? It is what it is. Like, bro, like, dude, like, we clapped that dude's cheek so hard, we spread him like butter on bread, right? And then everybody left. Right, we came in, kicked his ass and left. Dude lay on the floor for a couple of days. He's got back up now going, yeah, I won. He put up another video. People shared it me. I watched about 30 seconds of it. And I've recorded a video roasting him. But I don't even know if I'm going to bother. Like, it feels like now with Saint, right? It's like not worth it almost. Because like, dude is lame. You know? So lame. It's actually ridiculous. It feels like it's kind of lost a bit of its fun now. Because all he's got is views, right? Literally, that's it. Other than that, dude's a fucking idiot. Like, straight up. Well, my excuse is I need a Blu-ray player so I can watch my series. Sorry for changing the topic, but Crimson Desert looks good. Oh my god, it looks good, right? It looks good. It never was worth it. Nah, it kind of was. It was fun. It was. I admit, I had a really good time roasting Saint. You know, it was a lot of fun. But after a bit, it's like, all right, you know, it's like, you know, you got into a fight with a kid or something, and then you're like, oh wait, there's clearly something wrong with him. I probably shouldn't have done that. You know, it's kind of like what it is you say. You know, it's like, oh shit. Oh, damn. His mom gets extra money for him. Okay, we really shouldn't be doing this now because it's going to look like we're the bad guys. It's okay, you know? Dude wears a special helmet to ride the bus to school. You know, it is what it is. He's even lost... Yeah, the women community don't even like him as well. But I'll take it back, Easy. I'll take it back. I'm sorry. You were right. I was wrong. It's been demonstrably proven, right? Oh, shit, man. What are you gonna do, eh? Do you like my new LUTs? Look, I've been installing some LUTs. And I've tried to install some for the gameplay as well, so you guys stop bitching about Arknights being washed out. But check this. I've installed some LUTs, chat, to give us some different... What's it? That one's crap. You know? We got like cool movie, like, you know, watch it out with. This is Western style. This is Western style. This is, you know, we got like, quite like this one. Yeah, got some like movie filters now, boys. You know what I mean? A little bit of the green, a little bit of the green. Which ones do you? I quite like the Western one. I do. Quite like the Western one, man. You know, bro, got that Enfield filter. You know, Neanderthal intelligence. Bro looks aesthetic, right? We're going with the stylized look. You know. So I was fiddling around with this the other day as well off stream, to try and make things look a little bit better. I don't know if it necessarily does it though, because it doesn't seem, because like I've been looking into it. Apparently, YouTube cranks up the gamma a little bit. But it never used to be like that. But like, it doesn't seem to matter what I do in color correction. I can't fix it. So what I've done is I've added some LUTs to the gameplay in an attempt to try and warm the colors. So some colors might look a little bit off what they should, but I'm hoping when it comes to faces, they don't look less, they don't look so washed out, should I say, right? They don't look so washed out. Why the hell are you wearing a jacket and a hoodie indoors? Is it that cold there? Nah, I'm just a fucking idiot, you know. Not that cold, actually. It's quite nice, isn't it? It's quite, that cool one looks like... right, yeah? Doesn't it? There's a bunch of cool ones, actually. I found a good website that has a bunch of, LUTs for, OBS. So we might switch it up now and again. But, how are you guys doing? Should we watch this video from Ricardo? Because I'm kind of interested in what Ricardo's got to say here. Because I ain't watched one of his videos for a while. Let me move you guys over here. And I'll go over here. Glam over functionality. Yes. Okay, there we go. I might move the LUTs over to my gaming PC though, because that way then we can have them off while we're watching stuff. We can have them on and off. So when we switch the games on, we can have specific looks for specific games as well. I might actually do that. So if I go to here, like I've got that on, which you probably can't see much. We've got that on. You see that? A little bit of warmth. We've got the color correction. I think the color correction with the warm LUTs will help with Arknights, hopefully. Anyway, should we watch this video? I do want to watch the Moose on Caffeine video as well. I commented on this 4 days ago. Can't wait to watch this video. Still haven't watched it. So, in fact, it seems like I could wait. So, you know. LUTs, L-U-T-S. The LUTs. I don't know exactly what that stands for, if I'm honest. You could just apply a custom LUT in OBS. I'm sure one of you guys will know what the fuck it stands for. Should Should we watch this video then, chat? Should we see what Ricardo has got to say? Shall we? Let's check it out. I haven't watched this video. All I've got to go off for with this title is generosity doesn't matter. Not really. And this is from Ricardo Zoldan. So, before we get into the video, we were just talking about Enfield, right? And how there's definitely a bit of an agenda from certain parts of the community. There's plenty of things to be critical about Arknights Enfield. Lots of things, right? But there's definitely a doom postery sort of agenda. Very much like the same agenda that was applied to Wuthering Waves. It's almost like those same people went from one game into another and are now in that other game and are trying to impart that same sort of feeling onto another game. But there is things to be critical about. And it got me on to talking about generosity. And too much in the gacha space do we care about so many other things rather than, is the core fundamental part of the game good? Now, we can make other things better, of course we can, but we seem to like care less about that part of the games more and more recently and care about all the extra stuff. Now, of course, we have to get a good balance right. But how much does generosity matter in a game when if a game's super generous, but it really doesn't help the systems or the game develop, does it really matter? And if a game's not generous, but a game's still great, does that generosity really matter? Of course, you want a great game with generosity, right? But let's see what Ricardo's got to say here then, shall we? Drop a preemptive like. And let me know if the volume's good as well then, guys. Let's get into it.
There's something you'll see quite often in gacha tribalism debates that, if I'm being entirely honest here, is a
retardation. No, wait, no.
A red herring that gets in the way of more meaningful discussions regarding the games themselves.
Okay.
I am referring to how generous a gacha game is.
Okay, so he's coming at that angle then. It is, like I say, it becomes the be-all and end-all, right? This game's better than this game because it gives you more pulls, or it's got a better pity system, or there's carryover, or the economy's better. Now, all of those things are kind of important in a gambling game. But they're treated as more important than the actual fundamental game, right? Which is a weird one, really. It's almost because some people don't play games, but they can argue semantics about systems, right?
Either in a general sense or on a patch-by-patch basis, oftentimes with the intent of dragging another gacha game through the mud over their respective generosity, or a lack thereof in the context of a tribalistic debate. Now,
and like, don't get me wrong, I've been critical of certain games regarding their systems, and I think it's fair to do, right? I do think it's fair to do. We have to balance it out as well with the actual game, don't we?
Aside from when I would frequently shill Girls Frontline 2 in my earlier months of content creation,
nice.
I never really used poll totals as a value system to determine the worth of playing one gacha game over another.
I agree. I'm the same. Again, it's always something I acknowledge, and it's something I still think Enfield could do better on, and it was something we spoke about that would be a big worry for people, right? But it's not the defining factor of whether I continue playing a game or I start playing a game, right? I'll play games to play games, and then hopefully the systems that go along with it are good, right?
Could argue that's because I have the disposable income which allows me to safely disconnect from the pressures of distributing premium currency around. But honestly, it's much simpler than that and is a sentiment that transcends any one individual's personal finances. Am I having fun playing this game?
Facts.
This basic of basics when it comes to playing video games seems to get lost completely when premium currency talks get thrown around. Like, everyone's so caught up in how much free stuff they can amass over actually enjoying the game.
Because when it comes to tribalism, it's not actually about the game, because fun is subjective. So when it comes to tribalistic arguments, you can't really win a tribalistic point when you're trying to argue from a subjective point of view and trying to turn it into an objective point of view, because it just makes you look silly. So what people then attempt to do is look at objective facts within a game that don't necessarily relate to fun, directly at least, but can, depending on the type of player you are, and then use that as an objective way to describe the game, rather than looking at how fun a game is. Well, let's talk about pool currency. It's a way that people can make themselves feel better about a product and constantly talk about how generous is the corporation to me And then in turn, how much can I suck the dong of the corporation rather than caring about the product? So many people in the gacha space couldn't give a toss about the product. They cared about how the company makes them feel and then how they want to like basically glaze the corporation as well. You know, it's really an interesting thing with humans. It's like, just enjoy stuff. Stop trying to suck up to corporations all the time.
Now, to be fair, I do understand why poll counts are a common battleground for gacha tribalism, because enjoyment of a game is a subjective thing that is different for everyone.
Oh shit.
Whereas discussing poll income is a lot more cut and dry and
We fucking mind melded here. Man, this is not pre-watch, by the way.
makes for a more tangible subject to latch
Turning
on.
insane, guys. He's pre-watching all of his videos. I've got 52 tabs of glue up ready to pull every argument apart and some Discord messages as well. I might even have some leaked DMs as well, by the way, guys.
2. Characters are the foundation in which almost the entire game is built around in service of, so the rate at which a player can acquire a new character directly correlates to their ability to potentially experience new ways to play the same game.
Definitely true. This is why I say it has its merits to the conversation, right? But it's not the be-all and end-all. If a game with its core gameplay loop is fundamentally good, the addition of new players and weapons doesn't really change it. Because look at when we get new characters in games, right? Typically, new character drops for 24 hours. The game feels a little bit fresh. You might have a bit more ease of certain content. And then it's back to the status quo, right? Now you compare that with something like Arknights, where the game evolves. So it really doesn't matter if you add additional characters to your roster because the game itself is evolving. Now that is much more desirable in my opinion because my enjoyment gets to continue to evolve rather than, oh, I've got a new flashy toy for a short time, but I'm still back to the same thing. But that being said, these are gacha games. Getting characters is important, right? It is important, but it shouldn't dwarf the enjoyment of the overall core gameplay loop, right? And I think because we're so lost in chasing characters, companies, that's how they develop the games. It's all about the new roster. It's all about the new character. And you can understand why they do that because it makes a shit ton of money as well, right?
Or maintain enjoyment of the game as metas and endgame adapt to the newest additions to a
True.
roster. With that said, however,
it is all about how you treat games as well, right? If you're super like sweaty and you want to like min-max the fuck out of every clear and every bit of content, then getting characters matters more. And if you're free to play in any game in the gacha space in that regard, you're going to have a bit more of a torrid time than if you're spending, right? Because you're always going to want that new shiny thing to get the, you know, to min-max the hell out of someone, to get that, shave that few seconds off a particular endgame stage or get the maximum points in another stage or something like that. So, you know, I understand that, but I always think, man, like, once again, you're kind of at a point, and obviously fun is subjective, you're kind of optimizing the fun out of the game once again, rather than just attempting to enjoy it. And I always think if that's all you care about as a free-to-play player, I don't know if gachas are the space for that, and you should maybe seek that elsewhere, because you could probably get that enjoyment without the necessity to spend. Do you know what I mean?
Acquiring currency slower than a competing gacha game, you're still acquiring currency in the direction of pulling for a new character.
True.
And more importantly, if there is a more generous gacha game but you don't enjoy playing it, then why should it matter that you can acquire characters faster if they're used in a gameplay loop that you don't even enjoy in the first place? Genshin Impact consistently remains the top dog in terms of popularity and influence in the gacha space despite the sheer number of characters the game has, coupled with lower pull income totals when put next to its competitors. Even for someone like me who does not...
It's almost like people just enjoy playing the game, right? Weird concept, I know, right? People will always say, it's because they're tied down. And there is such thing as a sunk cost fallacy. But it's almost like people still actually enjoy playing the game. A crazy thought, right? Crazy thought. People can enjoy Genshin Impact. It's got to be lies.
Enjoy playing Genshin Impact anymore, I can at least recognize the overwhelming love and appreciation for this game from its fan base that goes beyond a sense of entitlement for an arbitrary amount of primo gems. Detractors of Genshin Impact regularly attack it over its low pull counts, but it has rarely, if ever, resulted in significant change as the core audience still enjoys Genshin Impact for its actual gameplay and content offerings. While I don't play Genshin Impact myself, I do play another gacha game that has received similar public condemnation over its perceived generosity, regardless of how true those statements actually are.
I'm assuming he's going to be talking about Enfield. Ricardo plays Enfield, doesn't he? I'm sure I've seen him streaming it.
Especially after some more recent system changes. Stellasaura is currently my favorite gacha game, even if I treat it more so as a side game. I enjoy it.
I do get comments about I was a little bit unfair of Stellasaura, and I don't think I necessarily was. I think maybe my thumbnail was probably a little bit, I don't even think egregious, maybe a little bit unfair, right? I think might have been a little bit unfair. I still stand by what I said about Stellasaura in regards to the currency changes. I didn't play in that, like, created beta test thing where the changes were already made, you just couldn't pull. I can't remember exactly what it was. I wasn't in that. So I just played a beta, came to the game, and was like, wait a minute, they've ramped up the prices, right? Which, in a vacuum, doesn't matter. It's just one of those things. It triggered me, man. I'll be honest. It triggered an emotional response in me, which might have been a little bit more than what it deserved. Maybe. But I have to keep saying this, right? Stellasaura as a game is fun, and I'm not playing it in the minute, but I'll continue to play after the fact, right? Because even though I was frustrated by some of those changes, it didn't change that the game itself was enjoyable, and you could still have a lot of fun without really caring about the gacha system in itself, really, which the gacha system itself was fine, because a couple of people have misconstrued that with me. They're like, you were the one shitting on the gacha system. Not true. The gacha system I had no issues with. It was changes made to like pricing and stuff, which I had an issue with. Because, yeah, man, I think Stellasaura is a great little game, I do. It really is a cool little side game.
Primarily for its story.
Look at this British man thinking it's Enfield. I know. I'm too deep. I'm in too deep, man. I'm glazing the game so much. I thought we were going to get glazed. I thought we were going to get hyper glazed, chat. Not to be.
Building. Yet only play it very casually when it comes to team building and participation in endgame content. Would I appreciate it if Stellasaura offered more rewards? Well, of course, as I would for any of these gacha games.
True.
But I'm more than happy with what's on offer as a game that I don't feel like I'm owed anything to stick around, at least for now. On the other end of the spectrum, Girls Frontline 2 is easily the most generous gacha game I have ever played. But I've lost all interest in keeping up with the game as I'm no longer interested in actually playing it for multiple reasons surrounding its game.
But wait, that doesn't make sense. Generosity equals quality, right? That's what I've been told. It's all about pulls and pity carryover and guarantees. Surely this can't be true.
Gameplay and content updates. Sticking around with GFL 2 at this point for me would be for no other reason than to collect currency to pull for more characters. But if I'm not even enjoying the process of gathering said currency or playing with said characters, then I would only be perpetuating a one-sided relationship fueled primarily through fear of missing out. This is something I've been consistent with across every gacha game I play.
I got like that with Wura. Like there was a point of Wuthering Waves where I'd stopped caring, right? The story didn't have me hooked anymore. The end game was boring. The events were just not hitting the way I want them to. The core gameplay I still liked, right? But I'd spent hundreds of hours doing that core gameplay that really wasn't changing fundamentally in any way. Didn't make it all of a sudden bad. I just a little bit burnt out with it. And I got to that point where, you know, you stop maybe doing all the content, or you stop enjoying the content at first, but you're there just to get the rewards. And then you stop doing that content, but you're logging in every day and doing your dailies just to get the rewards. And then you kind of stop doing all the dailies, and then you stop doing the dailies and you're just trying to get your little login bonuses. And then next thing you know, a couple of weeks have gone by and you haven't logged in right. I think we all go through that with gacha games where you kind of stop caring a couple of weeks prior to like you actually having a break from the game because you're there just kind of on autopilot hopping in. I need my rewards. Because we train ourselves into that's the main thing about the game, right? Rather than just second you stop having fun, being like, you know what? Let me take a break. I'll come back. Because if the game is as good as it is and it is worth your time, when you come back, you won't be like behind in a sense. You won't be cut out of the meta and all that sort of stuff, right? And if you are, then you're playing a game that honestly probably isn't respecting your time right. And then obviously that's another decision you can make.
Played at one point or another. Incentives are not what brought me into these games, nor do they keep me around. And ideally, this should be the stance most people should take when they choose to play a gacha game.
Okay.
Yes, a bountiful patch can be an effective way to get newcomers' foot in the door, especially when the idea of it being too late.
And like, honestly, let's not pretend, it is fun to collect characters, right? I'll tell you why I play gacha games. I play gacha games. The main reason I play gacha games is because at their core, most of them are RPGs, right? And they're JRPGs. I know they're CRPGs because most of them are Chinese, but bear with me. They've got that Japanese role-playing game kind of feel, right? That sort of vibe. So I've got that's a live service version of that. They're free, so I can hop in and try as many as I like rather than having to spend 30 or 40 quid just to see it's an RPG that doesn't quite hit. And then it's like, well, shit, I've had to invest in this and it might take me 10 hours to realise the game's not here. Now I can't get a refund. Where these offer that experience for me, and they offer that like long life experience of an RPG. The gacha systems are just an extra thing. And I must admit, I kind of do enjoy engaging with some gacha systems, right? Pulling on characters can be fun. Honestly, it can be. For me, at least, anyway. But yeah, I'm here for a live service RPG experience. It's kind of what I'm here for, man.
Being too late to play a gacha game does a lot to keep people from jumping in if they fail too early on in these games' life cycles. But that's where their usefulness should end in that regard, to push people into trying the game. The moment it starts being a driving factor for wanting to stick around is when you should ask yourself what you're actually sticking around for.
Agree.
This is why I find the comparisons and arguments of pull counts between gacha games to be a bad value system to judge these games by. Loyalty should be earned, not bought and sold. And if you've played these games already, you yourself...
Bro, I had a comment before when I was being critical of Wuthering Waves. It might have been my 3.0 take, actually. Somebody said, they insulted me and then went on to say, like, just be honest, you're not loyal to the game, like. And I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'll never be loyal to a game or a corporation. I'll play until I stop enjoying it. There'll always be that positive experience, right? There's so many games over the years that I don't play anymore, or they were one and done games, and they'll forever be in my memories, but I don't owe them a loyalty. Now, there's games that have been there, you know, when you're going through rough times in life, and you have a bit more of an emotional connection to them, don't you? And some people appreciate them for that specifically. But man, when people talk about loyalty to a corporation, it's like saying you're loyal to your car insurance, or, yeah, man, I will get down on my knees in front of the altar of Jaguar or Ford, you know, because I've got to be loyal to the brand. Like, such an insane way to think, isn't it?
Have already decided which ones have earned your own loyalty. All you have to do is wait for the respective gacha game of these diehard fans to go through a lackluster dry period of pull income. For when that happens, you'll truly see how little they actually care about pull income as they attempt to change the subject and move the goalpost.
I think Enfield was a really good example of how some people don't want to play games, right? Now, don't get me wrong, there's criticisms to be made about Enfield. I understand that. And I understand when exploration is tied to currency. Some people just want to strip mine currency, right? But it was so fascinating to see some people on one hand say there's no content in the game, but then in the very same argument argue that the game demands too much time from you in what it expects you to do, which I just find a fascinating argument to have, that there's nothing in the game to do, but there's too much to do, and then arguing about, well, I'm expected to do all of these things to gain these things. As somebody who grew up on games from back in the day, right, if you wanted anything from a game, it was like, all right then, buddy, earn it, right? You want that trophy? You want to get that award, or you just want to be able to know you've done that thing? Because in old games, it wasn't even like you got an award, right? It was just like, well, I know I did that thing. The game was like, all right then, crawl over hot coals, bitch. And you did, and that was the satisfaction. This is why I talk about friction in games. I'm a bit old school, right? I'm a boomer, I know. But modern day gamers, man, they seem to fear friction. Like, it's almost like they're not here for the experience. they're here for the end game. And that the end game is not the end game, literally. The end game is just like, well, it's done now. Now I'll bitch about how shit the thing is. You know? It's why I've enjoyed taking my time with Enfield. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
So remember, play for fun and not for bribes.
Yo, great video, man. Great video. This is a really good video, actually. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I like exactly what he's talking about, and he's spitting facts, right? He's spitting facts. I think this is lost in the gacha space. Like, too many people are just wrapped up in the systems rather than the games itself. And again, as I say, the systems are important and that they have like actual impact on the game. No denying it, right? If the meta of a game is shocking and power creep is rampant and the game's incredibly ungenerous and you can't get access to half of the stuff, and if you don't, you're fucked, then fundamentally that's a shit game, right? The core gameplay might be good and you might still stick around for that, but it's having an effect on your enjoyment, right? It's about the balance. Or, as he said, the game can be the most generous game ever. It's not fun. Who cares, right? Who cares? You know, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, that toothless bird over there smoking a rock is saying, yo, want a blowjob? I don't know. Hey, look, she's being generous, right? But I don't know if you want to risk it. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. All right, guys, I thought that was a good one. I thought that was a good video. Yo, Choice, what's going on, dude? It's been a while. I haven't been chatting here. Well, welcome. What's going on, Marco? People want instant gratification, not overall fun. Yep, exactly. What's going on, Alpha? Where's my instant gratification, right? I want everything from logging in. I want to log in and get everything. Why would I want to invest in, like, playing the game? Like, man, you know? The thing that fascinates me as well, do you know what some of the proponents I've seen moaning about games wanting too much time from you? Now, I understand it. Some people are busy, and I get wanting to get as much done in a small amount of time. But there's plenty of games for that. You know, if you're working 60 hours a week and you've got 2 newborn babies and you're getting 3 hours of sleep every night and you've got 35 minutes a week maybe to play a game, probably you're not going to play an MMO, right? You're probably not going to play a super long form game. You're probably going to search out a game that's going to give you a nice bit of endorphins for a short spree. Not every game has to be that. And I see so many people who argue about games expecting too much from you and then insult people who play multiple gacha games. It's interesting. I just find it interesting. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes there's too many, right? You know, 18, 19 gacha games at once. The God of Gacha is a little bit too much for your average person, right? And it's like, okay, maybe you could be doing other stuff. But hey, if you're having fun, you're having fun. But I just find it interesting that some people are like, I only want to play this one game and maybe another one, but I demand it to be super quick, but at the same time be full of content. It's like an oxymoron, right? The two don't mesh. At some point, you've got to have. If you want content, you need content, right? It's just an interesting argument to find, and I always find that it's people who say that playing multiple games is stupid, but then they want a game to also have lots of content, but be super quick to get through all of that stuff. It's interesting. It's almost like really what they want to do is spend most of the time shitting on the games, not really actually playing the games. That's my thoughts anyway. Anyway, let's play some Arknights. All right, guys, let's play some Arknights. So you can all fuck off now, because I know most people come here for the the reactions and such, which we'll do some more tomorrow. But I want to play Arknights. I want to play Arknights today. Okay, guys. Okay. So let's play some Arknights. It's not going to be the longest stream today either as well. It's not going to be the longest stream. Just let you know. Is it me or do the colours on screen look weird? No, it's you. It's you. You're imagining stuff. There's something wrong with you. I think your eyes need testing, if I'm honest. I know what you're talking about. It's all normal. This guy. Yeah, I think he's imagining stuff, right, chat? I think he is. I did, Choice. I did, yeah. What killed the live service genre is corporate greed. Well, I think corporate greed kills a lot of enjoyable experiences, doesn't it? You know what I mean? But without it, a lot of things just don't happen, do they, either? Hopefully, let me see. Can you guys see this? On me. There we go. Damn, Pix gets involved in a couple of CC drama and now he's toxic and gaslighting me. How's it going as well, T? Welcome to the stream. Hey, yo! Oh, you guys can't see it. I'm on the wrong Watsy. Because Arknights on Google Play Games sucks. So, fuck. I can't see it. I'm the other one, though. You see there? Right there. Come on. Will it work now? I've clicked on it. Yeah. Your boy in a video. Guys, the internet tries Arknight's hardest stages. You know, just saying. Second try. You know. Just saying. Second try. Give us a PC port now. Fuck yes. Please. Please. Still not saying from AK? It's muted, I think. Yeah, that does that weird thing where the volume's up but it's not up.
The sound
you know?
of your footsteps, Doctor.
What? No, yeah. Get live chat on, man. I think I'm missing half these comments. You know, Casual's just like, what are you talking to me, my man? I know what you're talking to. Competitive games are different though. Even League has shitty systems if you want to do anything more than just play. I think every game has some system that's not great, right? You know? Whether it's shit UI, whether it's just a shit leveling system, crappy level design, poor parts of a game's pacing, or, you know, and I'm talking box price games here. It's not just live service, right? Like, the problems that plague live service aren't entirely, well, the specific problems are in unique to live service, but, you know, it's not all, it's not all, exclusive to a live service. Mr. Day March, dude, I've missed multiple days recently. Next event. When is the next event? When is the next event, chat? Okay, alright. Let's have a look at this here. So, let me... Let's go in... Where is she? Is that better? If it's not, I don't fucking hear it. It's either better or don't speak. It's on the 6th. Hey, it's alright, hang on. Which one is it? Demir. Oh, the phone. What am I gonna do? Where is he? Whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Suck it, losers! Alright, we go. Yeah, I know. I've tried everything, chat. Nothing works. Nothing works, alright? No matter what I do, man. No matter what I do. You just, you know. I've got more chance in fixing Saint Tontas than fixing this shit. And I think there you can gauge how bad the problem is, chat, alright? Okay? I got more chance undenting Saint than fixing this. Game's stuttering. Oh, it's because we're on WotC. Hold up. Hold up, 2 seconds. It should be better now. Should be better now. Should be nice and smooth now. Should be nice and smooth. I think that shit looks too dark, man. I'll turn that off. It's too much, right? Maybe that's better. The blacks are too... Well, actually, I was gonna say... I better not say that. The black in the game, the colour black, is too black. I almost said that without context then. I could have got clipped. Could have got clipped. You know? It'd have been on a Saint Tontas stream. What did Pixel say? He said the blacks are too black? Oh my god, he's racist. Who needs Discord messages? White is too white too, right? Equal opportunity colours here. It don't matter how much I adjust the contrasts, it's not fixing it. I spent about an hour the other day adjusting contrast constantly. I pretty much went across the spectrum and it does not fix it. My OBS is set up exactly the same as it was before I switched PC. I can't seem to get it to fix it. The contrast doesn't help. I've literally used 3 different AI programs to give me the perfect contrast as well, and they can't fix it. So I don't know what to fucking say. Unless you guys can come up with the fucking perfect contrast settings and color correction settings, have at it, because I can't seem to do it. It is, you know, I can't get it to work. Do you have any update of account progressions? What do you mean, choice? AI isn't intelligent after all. Yo, I seen a video earlier. It was really nice. Of a young deaf girl. Her parents had bought some glasses that, like, I think they use AI to turn obviously people's voices into text in front of her eyes, and even like let her know when she's mispronouncing words when she speaks as well. Which, like, it's like, you know, that's the really cool stuff that AI can be used for, right? You know? And then you can use, like, I don't know, AI to have it so cats and dogs are driving cars, which is still really good use as well. But you know, there's levels, right? There's levels. You know. Using emulator, not Google Play games. Yeah, it could be Google Play. I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know.
I'll greet my roommates and
I honestly don't know, chat. I don't know. It looks fine to play though, right? It looks fine to look at, right? You can see everything, can't you? Colours might be colouring, but that's alright. Right? Is it bearable, chat? Is it bearable? No, it has to be for marketing like McDonald's did. Why did they do an AI ad? Did they? Yo, have you seen the new Sea Dance 2.0 videos? Those things are insane, man. Actually scary how far AI has come on in the last like couple of years, right? Who remembers like Will Smith eating spaghetti videos where like his mouth was in his forehead and stuff? And like now we've got stuff where you're literally having to be like, bro, I think I've got to watch this a couple of times. I tell you what, what's it called now? Oh fuck, there's something beast. I don't know if it's a King's Beast or the Emperor's Beast. It's like a short film, AI film. It's ridiculous how good it looks. It's ridiculous how good it looks, man. It's actually insane. Looks fine in my opinion. This song from the summer event made me fall into the game in the first place. We're blue now. Oh, I think it looks alright though. I think that looks kind of like... Let me have a look on stream actually, because my monitor's slightly different to what it looks like on stream. I think that pops, if I'm honest, actually. I think aesthetically, I think it pops, chat.
Doctor,
So,
are you okay? Do you need to rest a little? I'll help you, so long as you're rested.
Bro, I'm about to throw my new PC out the window. I'm gonna have to look into my settings, man. What's this? Did I do some of this before? I did, yeah. Wait. Wait, so when events rerun, it saves the stages that you cleared? Holy shit, I didn't know that. That's fucking cool. Resets. That's every... like, I haven't... Like, obviously I've experienced reruns, but I've never done something that's then rerun. I haven't been in the game long enough for that, right? So I haven't, like, experienced a rerun that I was involved in the initial run, if that makes sense. Oh shit! I need to do these. We're gonna do long trail. I might do some of this off stream later. I might do something off stream later because we got a long trail, chat. We got a long trail. Oh, actually, I don't know because isn't Penance in? Chat. Pixie's first rerun event is about Victoria. How poetic is that? It's like it was meant to be, right? It's like it was meant to be. I'm thinking we get Penance, right? You can clear them again to get the mission rewards. Oh, sweet. Nice. Hold! Bite. I fucking love Penance. Get the lovely judge. Penance is recommended. Me, Penance sim. She's a meta, but who the fuck cares? She's the cutest loophole. Oh no, I won't read the event. What is Penance deal now? What is the deal? Mudrock, but better. Juggernaut. Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah, fuck it then. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Get some waifu in the action, in the goal. Some waifu action in the goal.
I am Lavinia Falcone, formerly a judge of Syracuse. Today, I report to you as Operator Penance. I hope that in working for Rhodes Island, I can absolve myself of my past mistakes.
Ooh. Yes, boys. Yes, boys. I like it. I like it. We need to look. We need to look. Hold up. We need to look. We gotta look. We gotta look. Damn. What skins is there for her? Oh my. She look good. She look good. My days. I think I got a new character to simp over. Dude, like, that is a fucking dope ass design. Holy shit, she would go hard in Enfield. Right? Is that hammer on a chain? Or is it like a legit hammer? You like the drunk skin more? I don't know if her reflect damage comes at E1 though. Nah, it's alright. It's alright. To be honest, all of her skins are great. Hammer on a chain. Nice. Okay. Alright then. Every time. Every time. Every time. So, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to remember where we got up to exactly. I think we were in the alley with Silence. Right. Can't remember exactly. But anyway. Let's continue on. Let's continue on, shall we? Okay. So I think we've done the story after this, right? I think we're into this now, right? I believe so. Okay. Right, so we got the gravity switches in this, yeah? Okay, so we put an operator on the gravity switch. They gain speed, don't they, depending on which way we're facing. So if we're facing that way, the gain speed going up. And okay, so we kind of want to oppose the direction, right? All right, cool. I'm remembering. It's all coming back to me, chat. It's all coming back to me, chat. Planetary debris deals even more damage and stun duration increased. Planetary debris pushes enemies even more and deals less damage to your units. Even less force needed to move planetary debris. Movement distance opposite gravity increase even more. Even fewer attacks are required to move planetary debris. Okay. What's the squad looking like then? I don't know if we need Myrtle in here, do we? I must have been doing something else because we haven't been using Tragodia, have we? In story stuff, so let's pull Tragodia. You know what? Let's get a little bit of Entelekia. Let's do it. A little bit of Entelekia. Do we keep Korra? We might drop. Cool. Let's drop Myrtle. Don't think we need Myrtle. Let's get a bit of Hoshiguma in.
Won't fight for nothing.
We don't need 3.
But for the right price.
I don't think we need 3 watts. So fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Roll deep. Roll deep. Pixels on drama for so long to remember Pete Trail Sag. Yeah, okay, so we are where we was. Right. It's not getting through. Who are you calling, Saria? Tin Man. The metal guy? Did something happen? I'm afraid so. Maylander would have joined our pursuers otherwise. The army has an agreement with Maylander. Why are they targeting us? What happened to the Tin Man? I had a look around the way you taught me. Saria, all the soldiers are gone, and so are the agents who are on us. The pursuers would not have disappeared if she was just staying as the rear guard, unless she offered something that satisfied them. The silver liquid. I saw it around her. Transmitter. She was in contact with Dorothy at Site 359 and undoubtedly got the transmitter from her. Does Dorothy expect her to do something? Dorothy's still in military custody. She couldn't possibly try to reach out to the military and Ferdinand through her. Could it be Parvis or Saria? Don't worry, Ifrit. She'll be fine. I'm trying to tell you not to squeeze your communicator so hard. You're crushing it. Thanks. I'm not worried. Solence isn't so reckless. She stayed after she talked to you. I'm sure she thought it through. She doesn't know what she's up against. The machinations of the state are far crueler than she can imagine. You think she doesn't know that? I'm sure she thought about it. Solence works hard. She's always working when I see her. The others say it like she's being chased by something you can't see or touch. Maybe this will all be cleared up by the time we see her again. And I'll tell her. Yeah, I'm upset that you left me behind, but I knew you could do it. Sarah noticed that Ifrit's hands are trembling. She wants to say something to comfort her, but words fail her. She realises that even though Ifrit's words were in part intended to comfort, she does not know the Solence that Ifrit speaks of. Solence is ready. Solence knows what she's about to face. She has never thought about it that way. Over there, Saria. Dropping Myrtle? You crazy? Was Ave Mujica stuff you were doing last in Arknights? Was he? Holy shit, I woke up early enough to catch a pickle stream for once. Hey, yo, Dracnus, what's up, buddy? The army is pulling out, not in direction of the military garrison. Is the transmitter really the clue to Kristen's whereabouts? Let's follow them. Solence wouldn't want you to put yourself in danger again. Where is Kristen, actually? She promised we would go together. She said Saria will return here the moment she wakes up. That's the sort of woman she is. It's not the rational way. It's what you're trying to say, isn't it? We're not here to take risks. Not to waste Solence's courage. We're just waiting for her at the end. Ifrit. She realises that Ifrit is much taller than she was a few years ago, when she was rescued from the laboratory. In the face of impending danger, there is no impatience or recklessness in her eyes, only courage and wisdom. Let's go. Alright. By the way, Saria, I saw a falling star when I got to Trimonts. A star? You mean the object that fell on the Triton factory in District 13? It was a star. And Silence told me a story where all our differences disappear when the stars fall. You and Silence are going to make up, right? Yes, we will. Great. Arise! Yo, what's going on? Is that you, Leo? That's you, right? That's you. Will they? What's up? Can't say for long, but I hope you enjoy the Kristen crash out of all time. No worries, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Have yourself a good day as well. Saria turns her back to look at the familiar street of Trimonts. The path she's about to tread suddenly feels unfamiliar. She has overcome many challenges. What lies before her is far from a crisis. But for the first time, she feels out of control. Holy hell, I'm freezing. Look out, there's a car. That was a close shave. Can't even think clearly in this cold. Stupid. I tell you, sir, this weather, it's all that tech company's doing. They use drones to spray chemicals that make our lungs freeze with every breath. Chemtrails! They're turning the frogs gay! They want to kidnap us, put our brains in jars and turn us into nutrients for their artificial sun. Look up there in the sky. What? Those stars ain't stars. They're cameras that the monsters set up here to watch our every move. They even kidnapped our president, put his skin on, and locked up all of Colombia under their control. You know what? With some of the things that, like, people have alluded to, that's not crazy though, right? Was it the sky fake? It just reminds me of, you know, when people say birds aren't real. Funny thing is, have you seen that Chinese drone as well now? That literally flaps like a bird and everything. It's like conspiracy theories always come to turn out to be true, right? All the birds are fake. Here's a few bills. Find a warm place to spend the night. Don't need money. Sir, I'm just waiting for dawn to break. Between the two of us, I'm organising a protest against the Vice President and these tech companies. People must wake up. Also, does the game have a filter? Yes, it does, yeah. It does. Give a bit more pop to it, because people are moaning about it being washed out and stuff. So, it's like, it's either that, or... Yeah? I don't know if you want. You guys want that? We just want the warmth. Bit of warmth. Bit of colour correction and warmth, maybe. You just go with that? Keep the other one off? Yeah, I'll do that then. Go about that look better. Which one? This one. Like this. Alright, cool. And the extra pop helps those on the phones at least. Not bad thinking. Is this eyes hell filter? Nah, they're just custom. They're just custom LUTs that I've added. Same as I've got on my camera. I've got like a western yellow filter on at the minute. Take this too. All my money. You can have it. Warmth for you. Okay. Wait, sir. I'll say I never did nothing for you, chat. I'll say I never did nothing for you. I knew I would find you here. Good morning, Ferdinand. One more cup of tea and the sun should be up. Time for me to go to work on the other side. Enough for the act, Parvis. When did you start working with Kristen? Hmm? You, Jera, Justin Jr. and Nasty. You fooled me into thinking that I had Kristen isolated, that I was just one step from success. I became a laughingstock. My gamble, all my efforts, just another rung on the ladder for her to climb. Tea, Ferdinand? You underhanded old goat. Let me make one thing clear. I don't know where Kristen is. She doesn't trust me so much, and I'm not so interested in her secret. She didn't come to ask questions, otherwise you would have brought the muscle you borrowed from that colonel, as you did with Jera. It's not like you to swallow insults from pioneers and come back to grovel at the feet of the colonel after he abandoned you once. You set your mind to it. Why did you give up so close to the truth? No wild guesses. Perhaps you should look at yourself in the mirror, Ferdinand. You're jealous of her. You're jealous that she gets men to fight for her, even when she's not around. You're jealous that it only took her a few words to earn the loyalty that took you so much time and money to buy. You're jealous of her charisma. There's a part of you somewhere deep down that's enthralled by her. The more you deny it, the more you hate her. Why are you telling me this? Because it's how I feel. Look outside, Ferdinand. When I was little, I never saw stars in the night sky. All I saw was a silhouette of the Great Spire, the light of witchcraft lighting up the skies. Adults told me it was the eye of the Witch King watching over every inch of Lethaean. And I thought, what was the meaning of life if the Witch King was a sole miracle chosen by fate? Didn't you despise the efforts of those stupid casters who wanted to summon the Witch King's souls? Yes, I opposed it. My kin and former colleagues spent their entire lives trying to recreate a fleeting miracle in this time and age. But in my long years of research, I've realised that a miracle is so because it is coincidence that cannot be controlled or recreated. Only such a coincidence can break the cage of fate that traps us all. You see Kristen as that coincidence? She has the potential to create miracles. You have your dream, and I have mine. If she is the fated miracle, then where are we? Waste coming off the production line? Meaningless noise? Why despair, Ferdinand? Perhaps the fate of mankind does hinge upon one singularity. Who will break all shackles and become the eyes of all, to see sights that we could not have imagined? But that does not mean our lives are destined to fall by the wayside. Miracles are born in the journey of evolution, a journey made up of all of our dreams, yours, mine, even that foolish tramp outside. I don't know why the word tramp always gets me. I'm stupid. It's like farts, they make me laugh, you know what I mean? When I hear somebody get called a tramp, even though he's probably like talking about the literal tramp, like it's just an insult in the UK that people usually tend to use towards girls. Girls calling other girls tramps, but alright, sorry. Why are you telling me this? Feeling better? Have some tea. It'll put some colour in your face, so you won't be so embarrassed when the kids see you on their way to work. I've lost everything. Isn't much for you to remember. I'm in no hurry. We could talk about work once you're done with your tea. It's always good to chat with an old friend. We took our first steps together, after all. Hello there, good sir. Megaphone and signboards. This is what you spent the money on, not food and blankets. There are things more important than creature comforts. Give me that board. Rerun Lab. At least spell the company's name right if you're going to protest it. That's much better. Thank you, sir. Tell me, what do you dream of? What is the future you're fighting for? It's muesli. How do you like my vivarium, Doctor? Nobody could just barge in, and Rosmontis seems to like it. Rosmontis stands quietly in the verdant lab. She carefully observes each plant and then meticulously records their form in her notebook. But is she teleporting or something? Her gaze stops on the last page of the notebook. You know, it is where that letter is kept. Are you still reading the letter, Rosmontis? Yes, Doctor. I want to remember what happened today and record it in my terminal before I forget. Loken Williams. Is Rosmontis the administrator's mom then? Is that why we got dementia? Yeah. Two sex chat. Shit. Oh yeah, FYI, guys. I did upload a video today. A different kind of video as well. Dementia's inherited now. I don't know. Potentially, right? I wonder, is there actually any familial connection with something like that? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe vascular dementia, maybe, right? I don't know. Now we think Enmin's mom is worse. What is the home that he talked about like? Is it like Rhodes Island? No. And he's not my family. I don't like him, Doctor. I came into contact with many feelings that I didn't like through him. What do you mean? Hold on a second, chat. Not seen some of my audio filters seem balked. I want to pick them out and put them somewhere that won't bother me. I mean, help me clean them up before she left. They keep growing. What kind of feelings? Loss. And destruction. I want to destroy them. It's not right. Pith would be angry. I shouldn't see Loken again, should I, Doctor? Do you want to learn about your past, Rosmontis? Memory is precious. I don't want to use it on bad things. But I want to see with my own eyes again. I want to know what I would do. It may not be to learn. It may be to throw it away again. I'll say goodbye properly this time. Okay. Get some rest before that, though. Give Rosmontis your jacket. Go to sleep. Pat, pat, pat. Doctor. Guys, don't show fucking Tolbro that scene. The young feline lies down at your side, clutching the jacket you gave her tightly. Her breathing is fragile yet resilient, as it was when she is awake. She's tired. Rosmontis' arts are heavily dependent on intention. What about you, Doctor? Let's talk somewhere else. Let Rosmontis sleep. Your brow's furrowed. Should I cooperate with the Army's investigation? I arranged for you to go to Rerun Lab. I have proof that you had legitimate reasons to enter the HQ building. and that you have nothing to do with the attack on the Vice President. The army can't actually do anything about you. Don't worry about them. Still, I'm responsible for your situation here. Our partnership's still good. You help me, and I'll do my best to help you. If it comes to it, I can arrange to get you, Rosmontis and Iffy out of Trimount right now. It's not what I'm concerned about. You're looking for both Saria and Kristen? We're partners, but I don't know what you really think. A dance, Doctor? It's not fun being interrogated like this. Elsie puts her hands behind her back, turns around and takes a couple of steps. She looks back at you with a rare, serious expression on her face. Music fills the air. It's a relaxed, soothing tune. You see moisture seep from the leaf veins, converging into a drop of dew. More drops appear, leaving the leaves and catching up to you, and Milsey is moving with the flow of the melody. You see the rhythm of each droplet, light as breath. They are the melody itself. Feel it, Doctor. It will guide your steps. Your droplets seem free in this vivarium. Very astute, Doctor. From lighting to irrigation to atmosphere control, none of the systems in this vivarium employ Originium technology. It is the cleanest place in Trimonts. Oh, okay, cool. This is the one place in Trimonts where I feel at ease. Oftentimes, I choose to operate through a clone, not because I want to, but because I have to. Was that another clone? Did she just fucking do us over? Once it disappears from your vision, you find your hand holding nothing but air. The droplets form a ribbon of water, gently pulling you towards a corner of the vivarium. Wife! The pale fur is extremely sensitive to its environment. Pollution from Originium industries reduced its habitat to a small number of hilly areas in Colombia. The droplets scatter and shatter, creating a mist between you and the furs. You see the faint silhouette of a tombstone. Elsie sits quietly by it, picking away at the weeds that surround it. I've never seen her so sad. It is a shadow of the past. Is it a shadow of the past, sorry? Oh, what's this? I grew up in an orphanage in Trenton near Trimonts. The headmaster said I was found on the doorsteps of the orphanage. No one knows who my parents are. I realised at an early age that I was different. My powers are unique. They are not Originium arts. I'm much more sensitive to Originium than most people. Even a slight increase in Originium concentration is enough to affect my health. Oh, okay, yeah, no, we know that, right? It affects these guys more than anybody else. Alright, we sit for peak. We sit for peak, boys. What am I? No one knows. That's why I've searched for the answer since I was little. Ironically, it's also the reason why my grades have always been good. Finally, I found that word hidden away in some ancient books. Elves. The word is not unknown to you. You do have many secrets, don't you, Doctor? Well, it's not important. Anyway, I tracked down my biological parents' old Trimonts home. The house had long since changed hands. I followed the trail they left behind and eventually found where they went. It's this village right here. So remote I thought I made a mistake. Most of the buildings have fallen into ruin. They look to be centuries old. I didn't see anyone. I had a feeling as I went into the hills behind the village. I saw a simple cemetery surrounded by pale firs where dozens of tombstones lay. This village was not an elven settlement. It was their graveyard. Elsie stands up, looks at you, and fades away into the mist before the firs. Your partner returns to your side. Elven nature forced you to distance yourself from modern civilization. Distancing oneself from modern civilization is easier said than done. To spend your life in remote mountains when you know that a more convenient, more advanced, more interesting life is right there, waiting for you to reach out. How are we, with our long lifespan, supposed to accept it? Some of my people faded away in sorrow. Some chose to end their own lives. More elves chose to go into society, including my parents. They lived cautiously, but bravely, looking for ways to survive in civilization without coming into contact with Originium. They knew Originium would kill them someday. They accepted it. Do you find it regrettable or absurd? Next dance, Doctor? More droplets rise in the vivarium as the music enters a new passage. The smile returns to Milsey's face. The melody sings on. You do not know if the topic will continue. Sometimes I envy Rose Island. There are so many people there. You came to Rose Island? You came back to Arknights during Lonetrail was ending so you couldn't get him devastated. Oh, you knew? I sneaked in once or twice to see if he was doing well and see what Saria was doing. And I saw someone standing on the deck gazing at the sunset, lost in thought. I didn't notice you. Don't tell anyone. Just one of my tiny clones. No danger to anybody. I thought, why would you be up on the deck with only your thoughts for company, when there's so much joy waiting down below? I wanted to see if I could remember anything. Well, can't she use her clones to get near Originium? Is that what she does then? Is that literally what she does? That's literally what she does, yeah. Does that impact any lasting effect on her? If she does that. Who's extra? Does. I wanted to see if I could remember anything. Did you find any memories of that person? No. So there are answers beyond even your reach. That makes things seem a little bit fairer. She leads you on doing half a pirouette. You're a good dancer. Of course I am. I was ace of my university dance team. After I left the village, I spent all my time studying. Every Colombian child knows that science and tech are the best way to change your life. I studied to become the top of my class and went to school in Trimonts where I stayed on top. I spent a lot of effort to blend into modern life. Fashion, gaming, literature, music, dance. I studied etiquette, met a lot of people. For others, these are hobbies, but for me, it's a mission, an exploration, a test. I know it sounds weird, but I asked myself to live life as hard as I could. It's been a long time since I danced on. With Saria and Kristen. The droplets go around you. The lights of the vivarium cannot penetrate them. They hold fragments of the past, gentle, clear, yet untouchable. The newly renovated lab, mostly empty bottles. Saria and Kristen, and Milsey with a disappointed look on her face. The three stare at each other in the middle of the room, like three wooden mannequins. New Year's Eve, not long after Ryan Lab was founded. Everyone was happy. I was the happiest. I met Kristen and Saria shortly before I graduated. Kristen is not your average investor's preferred partner. You know you're in for a surprise the moment you see her. Not all of them are going to be pleasant. As for Saria, she just felt steady as a rock. My advisor happened to be involved with a project of theirs, but she wasn't very interested, so she sent me in her stead. I had nothing back then, other than my obsession with living hard. I tried everything and went nowhere. It helped me get over a period when I was lost between my identities and as a graduating student and an elf. Remember using the Gus Fridge meme, we are not the same. It was just me, Kristen, Saria, Parvis and Ferdinand at the time. Parvis hid himself upstairs, saying he couldn't stay up all night. Ferdinand left early for other business. Can you believe it? At the end of the day, I couldn't find anyone to dance with me. I ended up grabbing Saria and Kristen. None of us knew how to dance in threes. I can still remember the look on their faces. I'm obsessed with Kristen. Ryan Lab is important to you. To be more precise, Saria and Kristen are important to me. I've always believed that we'll only get where we really want to be if the two of them work together. The music ends. The vivarium is empty, except for Milsey standing opposite you, calm as a pale fur. You hear the sound of the air circulation system running. The wind on your face feels unusually moist. The scent of plants, the soft earth. You realise that the droplets of water, the music, and the dance really existed. You found my wobbliness, Doctor. Yes, I'm trying to manipulate everyone, including you. Everything I do for myself. The few kin that I have left so we can breathe, feel the wind, run, travel freely. To make our journey a little less hard. All I've done, I did to keep the few friends I have, so that in this city, I won't be so... This is all I can tell you. All I can promise you. What, so lonely? Is that what you're going to say? There are a lot of things you haven't made clear. Should I trust you? And so... Help me one more time, you'll see. I must find Locum Williams. Even if I could help you, why do you not ask me to help you and Rosmontis get out of Trimont safely? We've come too far to turn back now. Saria and Dr. Calcit have reason to get involved. What about you? Will you get to the bottom of all this, even if the price is a two-front war with the military and Mainlander? That's not the most logical choice. Want the truth? Are you so interested in Kristen's dream? Alright, we have a deal. Our partnership will go on. Private Arknights OST right here. Who was that on the phone? A lonely soul, searching for companions. Since when have you two become such close friends? We just happen to be going the same way for a while. Same for you. When are you going to leave my lab? The smell of alcohol affects equipment. It's so cold. Thanks to you and that agent's improvisation, I have a dozen calls to make tonight. Just want to keep you out of jail. Like, hell am I doing this sober? You got what you wanted. Is Kristen's price not enough for a businessman like you? Price? Are you reminding me how much I lost to this crazy plan? And you should have gone to Casimir's. Join the chamber and play with the knights and speculators? Yes, the plan has been lying in my terminal for years. I can make more money and do so in a safer way. All those great projects are about a nation, an era. I want to seize the opportunity before me, to see a future far beyond anyone's wildest dreams rise from my palms. Is that a dream from a practical person like you? Anyone can dream, especially facing the fickle ideas of tides of fate. You put it astutely, going the same way. Look at those scientists, all the conflicts they went through, from friend to foe and from foe to friend, they all end up on the same path. They all saw a part of themselves in the least likely of all futures. What about you? A meaningless question. Why do you think I've tolerated your presence for so long? That's why I like the going the same way part, even if it's only temporary. Yeah, we got new lighting. Well, not new lighting, we got filter. We got a new LUT on the camera and on the stream as well. Because people get complaining about it looking washed out. Not the camera, I just added that for the fun. So yeah. So you either like it... Don't speak, no, I'm joking. Miss Nasty Lunar Ray. What's going on as well, Blue? Welcome. If we still have our life and liberty after tomorrow, will you come with me to the highest point in Trimount and take a good look at the sky that hasn't changed for thousands of years? You're daydreaming. It's all your part of your imagination. Figment of your imagination. Okay.
The mung bean soup is already simmered. Whether you want your beans intact or fully dissolved depends on how quickly you return.
So, I want to be on the down switch tonight. Already down for now, so I think that was a good replay, really. Don't know. Chat, don't know. I don't know if that was one chat. I don't think it was chat. I think it was good play chat.
No need to cover up. If secrets go public, then everybody's in the game.
I really do need to get somebody on here though, don't I? Oh shit, these guys don't fuck around.
So long as you're here, have some hugs before you go.
Yo, that bumper car won't stop. Holy shit, bro. I've been off for too long, boys. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, lads. Fuck, you know. Okay. Right. Alright, boys. Alright, boys.
Quickly, not to swallow, huh? Try to behave.
Oh shit, it's already gone. Alright, we're good, boys.
Your weapons are right at your fingertips.
Blast him!
Why wait?
Oh, she's so thick she blocked a car. Yeah, man, them cars ain't fucking around. Killed Lapland, I know. It's because she's glowing too much, chat. I did you a favour. A lot of noise. Another delivery from your engineering director. Oh, final test will take about 45 minutes. I love her look, man. Look, she looks so fucking cool, doesn't she? She really reminds me of that one character from Reverse 1999. Plenty. My greatest achievement will be complete once this data is transferred. I will retain your research records. I know. Give it to that girl. Hol Hayek. Or someone else. I don't care. Being able to finish this research here in my final days almost lets me forget all the regrets in my life. Huh. I still remember how hard it was to accept when you showed this to me for the first time. The irony, how it scorns every conceited researcher who walked the halls of science for the past few centuries. It laughs in the face of our research, made it all worthless. What is this, Kristen? How are you able to speak of its theories and emerge with such confidence when you never performed a single experiment? This thing, it's beyond my understanding. Even more frightening is that all those tales you tell of these black cubes are true. Tell me, Kristen. Tell me. What is that I am about to study? What? That's your job. Where did you find it? How did you gain this knowledge? Don't be so hard on a dying man, Kristen. Who gave you this? God. Have I overestimated you, young genius? Do you believe in ghosts and spirits? Look up to the unknown in awe? No, you're not the kind of woman who would joke about this. You're not foolish or shameless enough for that. To place your hopes in the empty faith. I'll take your word for it. The irony. God. Another month has passed since God bestowed on me his mercy. In this short period of time, I've completed more work than I could have imagined for decades. Even I can't help but wonder. What miracle do you plan to bring us? Bring to the people of this land? Kristen does not answer. She gazes at the stars outside the window, silently, lost in thought. Another half an hour? I should start thinking about supper. Donut, fried felbeast, hot dog. Damn, that's a switch. Donut to a fucking hot dog. All of Trimax is up in arms over this place. But look how carefree the heart of the storm is. Who are you? I want the blueprints and the efficiency data for the shaft and the associated facilities. Now. Sir, that's highly classified. Do you see my claws? My security pass right here? Or do you need me to Blake on the line for you? No, sir. I'll put it together. No need. This terminal right here. Turn it on. Sir, this is raw data without visualization. I'm Ferdinand Clooney, Ryan Labs Director of Energy. I designed the Trimontian energy circulation system. The processor of the terminal in front of you is based on an original energy conversion formula named after me. The Clooney formula? You've wasted 2 minutes. Data. Now. Comply! Yes, sir. Seconds pass. Then minutes. Ferdinand could almost hear the sounds of the military convoys moving through the streets. Blake could find Kristen any moment. You must hurry. For what? Here. And here. Have these data been manipulated? Of course not. All the data are transmitted in real time to the Army's labs. It's more than my life's worth to upload this false data. No one wants to get on the wrong side of the Army. It doesn't match. I beg your pardon? The structure of the shaft, the distribution of the pipelines, and the performance of the existing propulsion system, none of them is right. Just discreet enough to avoid notice. Damn. It can't be. You must be No, I suppose not. You of all people. Perhaps this is a temporary plan for the experimentation and development. An adjustment will be made before the official launch. What's the plan for the official launch? Hammerer should be on mobile plate near the shaft. Kristen stole the entire plate. The propulsion device is still here. The Army has impounded all the launchers that were under construction. Even if she manipulated the data, she couldn't. Not with this propulsion performance. Unless... Get Blake on the line. Huh? No. This had better be important, Ferdinand, for you to bother me at a time like this. Listen, Nasty Leroy, he's one of Kristen's. The propulsion device that she designed does not have the performance to lift Hammer off the ground. Justin Jr. must have bought out your scientists to cover up Kristen's real goal. They're working together. So you're telling me everyone in Ryan Lab is complicit in Kristen's suspected treason? I'm not. You need to tell me something new. What? The research you sent me is actually useful. I'll drag that control of yours from the stolen hammers soon enough. Which is to say, I will soon know how many insurgents there are in Ryan. Then, Ryan, is there anything more important than you want to report? No, sir. Congratulations in advance on your successful mission, Colonel. Close the file. Yes, sir. Is there anything else you need? Do you have a maintenance aircraft? Kind that can reach Hammer's theoretical ceiling? Yes, we do. I need to borrow it. But didn't you say Hammer wouldn't fly because of the propulsion issues? Or can it? You're right. We took our first steps together. What? I mean, you're right. Maybe I was mistaken. This is the back of the ship that Blaze jumped out of, right? In Yanya. It was, wasn't he? Was it in? No, was it in Ursus? No, it was in Yen, wasn't it? Yen. What? I was right. Was you? Yeah. Chat, what's this? Enfield, join the Enfield.
Talos 2. Our home. Prosperity. Advanced.
Good morning, everyone.
Beautiful.
There's still much to be done, Administrator. We can't rest yet.
Oh, you guys can't see this, can you? Fuck. I hate doing this, man. All because of Arknights. All because of, bloody, what's it? Shitty fucking Google Play, bro. I hate it. It's trolling me. Professional streamer.
To our home. Prosperity. Advanced.
Oh, is it Longman? Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
There's still much to be done, Administrator. We can't rest yet.
Our way of life. But beauty
Agelo's attack detected. Agelo's attack
comes at a price.
No, not my industrial complex, no! Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. You could be next. That is unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join Enfield Industries.
Fight alongside elite veteran operators.
I was just about to say it's got a Starship Troopers vibe, but it makes sense because it's Helldivers.
Let the AIC span the entire land.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Become a hero. Become a legend. Become an administrator.
That's cool.
Frank, can you lay down on the bed so I can ride your mustache? Thank you.
Ayo. Ayo. Oh, we're back. Strong transmitter reaction. I can feel a lot of it lying ahead. Right in the middle of our urban tri-mounts. Yes, sir. The area ahead is sewage treatment and garbage disposal. Very few people live here. Bro, fucking text plays. I love text plays. You mean Kristen Wright hid hammer in some other building? Right under our nose? Target may have set up jammers in the area. The guys didn't detect any signals when they passed through. Those egghead sons of bitches and their tricks. Should we turn the place upside down? No. That'll take too much time and draw the enemy's attention. Can you locate it? I need to borrow your neural electricity stimulator. Do you know how to use that? I believe Ryan developed it. There's no getting away from you people, is there? Give it to her. Yes, sir. Cranial electricity will trigger resonance in the transmitter inside me. Resonance will also occur in any nearby transmitter, strong enough for your sensors to detect. Go on. Right, I got a reading. It's increasing in strength. Increase output by 10%. Pre-epilepsy symptom. Should I take over? I have mech operating experience and long-range arts unit implants. Her transmitter is from Site 359. It's the only one that will work. Proceed. I can take it. We've got a stable signal. Coordinates have been synchronized to Officer Terminal, sir. Good. We know where Hammer is now. Proceed to the target ASAP. That's said it's us. Handkerchief? I doubt you can even see through all that sweat. Thank you. Director Jarrah, did the soldiers bother you? Oh, no. Just usual chit-chat. Did you say anything? Nothing. The funny thing is, I don't even know anything. I know Kristen like Kristen knows me. I didn't sign on to her adventure, and she refused to let me risk my remaining life for her. Control is lucky to have you. Lucky? No, I don't think so, Silence. When I look at Kristen, I don't see the inscrutable dominating control of Ryan. I almost see a girl too proud to bow her head. Maybe time stopped 20 years ago for both of us. You mean The day when Control's parents were killed in a flight test accident. It was supposed to be a sunny, cloudless day. Is it regret? Remorse? Is it because I watched them fly to their end because I didn't check their flight plan carefully? Or because I didn't expect the government and capitalists would allow that sensitive little girl to become the target of all the attacks on her parents in order to protect their name? No, it's neither. It was just one failure. Even if it was my only one, it should be nothing for an experienced agent. But I could never forget the look in her eyes. That ball of fire falling from the sky continues to burn in her eyes. It's appeared in my dreams on many a night. I don't want to see it extinguished again. You left the Maylander Foundation because of Control? A scientist stops being a scientist when she develops an emotional attachment to her test subject. Huh? You of all people should understand. I was never a mother. But I have a child. Oh, is that how she sees it then? I have a recruitment video for Rhodes Island as well. Oh, do ya? I'll have to check that out. Gamma and Delta squads in position, sir. Everything looks normal with the target building, scanning for potential hostiles. Wait, is that a Maylander drone? So that's why the goddamn agents didn't show them. They were tracking our aircraft. Why didn't they find out about the plate then? Are they waiting for us to do our job, then pick up the scraps? Maylander's eyes are everywhere. Colombia has changed a lot in the past 20 years. I used to protect people like the Wrights from conspiracy theories and technophobes. I suppose even the great Maylander can be wrong at times. Look at that mad scientist out there. They're the greatest threat. Message from Maylander, Colonel. Colonel. They're syncing the drone's data with us. Less than 10 life forms within 10 clicks of the target. We had an elite squad keep an eye on Kristen before she disappeared. Are you telling me that a bunch of scientists and a few assistants took out an entire squad of commandos? Maybe we went to the wrong place? No. That's not impossible for the Control I know. Keep your eyes open. Don't let your guard down. What's that? What was that? I think we just hit something, sir. No. Sensors aren't picking up anything. Sound like something hit the outside? It's wind. It's a wall of wind. We can't maintain altitude. Attitude? Yeah, I meant altitude. Losing altitude. 500, 400, 350. Out of my way. Give me the controls. That's the building's out of wall. We're gonna hit it. First one. What happened? That's the Colonel's aircraft. It fell into the building at 10 o'clock. Gamma squad to the crash site now. Did the enemy come from the air? Why didn't we get any warnings from the Maylander drones? No. We've lost all communications. Maylander's eyes all went out at the same time. Second one. Sneck. Like the way they've got a... in the shadows, like, total loss of communications with Maylander. This is FUBAR. Isn't their shit supposed to be cutting edge? It's fucked up beyond all recognition. Large numbers of hostiles. 10, 11? No, more. Ambush. Raise the Colonel. Be a bit hard. He's fucking just crashed into a building. There's too many of them. Hold. Hold! The Maylander douchebag said there was less than 10. Was the data wrong, or did they screw us? Ugh. It's not the data that's wrong. Colonel, you're safe. Form up. Gamma and Delta, pull back and find cover. Have the power assault team move up. Let everyone know. We're facing the latest prototype unmanned power armor. Unmanned. Third one. The walls of the room block all screens, but the explosions can clearly be seen on the monitors. Hayek does not look at the screen. Her eyes have not left the book since the first prey stepped into the trap. She swings her tail back and forth in boredom, pressing one button after another, directing the show happening not far from her here. Where are you going? To fulfill my final wish. Sneaking out to meet someone again? You'll die out there. No one will be there to save you. Wait. Wasn't he with Kristen? Don't croak before the work is done. Otherwise, you can't take it from me. It's not ready for activation yet. Only an ugly death awaits you if... rush it. I know. I've heard that enough times. Take it as words of wisdom from a dying man. You're too young to be showing the madness of the impeding end. Time does not treat us all fairly. Go, old man, and dream your last dream before death carries you away. Good night. As for me, it's time for me to deal with my last problem. Well, Hayek pretends the book and hooks something from the pile of books with her tail. Metal head. She blows lightly at the head and sees the white vapour pass through the metal shell, then dissipate into thin air without going anywhere. It's not every day that you get to see mainland agents work with the commandos. Are you really sure you don't want to come back from the dead, my dear old employer? You'll miss the best parts. Who's the enemy? Only someone with the internal access codes can disable all of Maylander's eyes at the same time. Control of someone from Maylander with her? An elite Maylander agent, codename Hull Hayek. She took over the task of monitoring Kristen from me. I wasn't sure if she had turned traitor until now. Hull Hayek. Yesterday. Hull Hayek means yesterday. It's unknown whether it's her codename or the one she was born with. Kristen brought her to Ryan Lab 1 year ago, saying she was Ryan Lab's new bibliology consultant. I looked into her background, but found nothing. Maylander had concealed most of her files, of course. That wasn't much of a problem for me. But even Maylander knows about her past. It's like she popped into the world yesterday. Her knowledge, her powers, her arts, none of them have anything to do with modern technology. She popped into the world yesterday. Makes sense. Have you ever heard the legend from the days when the world was just a barren land? She's Liberi. She's Fidia. She rides with the wind and dances with the stars. She is the last elder, still blessed by the heavens. Is she that old? Forward. Forward! Stay in formation. Cover the others. Wait up. In the sky. Hostile approaching. Take aim. Energy beam. Wait. Who could this be? We won't fire. Our weapons are being attacked. No, the weapon's fine. It's the sky that's being affected. Unknown energy interference in the area. A great force takes hold of him. Even in his metal armor, the soldier feels frail and helpless, like a naked infant. He waves his limbs futilely, but he could not control his body, or the exoskeleton wrapped around it. He is flung like a plastic toy smashing into another power armor. Oh shit. Silver green shadows leave the shattered armor. Silhouette approaches slowly in the smoke. G212 Alpha 13, abandoning exoskeleton, hostile contact, support requested. How many hostiles? 1. That's a pretty badass entrance, actually. Pretty badass entrance. 1. I'm afraid I'm the only one you're facing. Do you need time to surrender? We're almost there. So whenever we're outside them, we're always dealing with a clone of her, yeah? Is that the crack with her then, right? It affects her to be out, right? Affects her to be out and about, right? That's the hideout Kristen prepared for Loken. He walked a few hours underground. Where did you get your info, Milsey? I befriended a straightforward engineer. I've smelled better. Kristen hasn't changed. You could throw her into garbage dump when she's in the middle of an experiment, and she wouldn't care one bit. Did you know that Sari and I picked all her clothes? Even Sari is more concerned about fashion than she is, and... Really? No way she's dressed. Did the army find the place? Drat. We don't have time. Time for what? Doctor, Loken is a convict with a few hundred years on his sentence. You want to take Rosmontis to see him? Then you have to beat them to it. How could you plan to explain to the military if they find us together? Rosmontis? What's with the kitten? Is she thinking about something? I think she's sensitive to the battlefield environment. Keep an eye on her, Doctor. I need to find a way in. Maybe I can use my water to get in through the vents, then hack the door circuits. So, like, can she send, like, her water into places almost like a shapeshifter and then create a clone, like, through the water? You know? So she could seep through a gap and create a clone on the other side of it, is, like, kind of what I'm saying. Oh, heck, he's 42 years old. Oh, so she's just like a normal age. I thought she was like old, like old. Could say she can be water itself, honestly. But her power is not too clear to us. Pretty much described her kit. That's accurate enough. Oh, really? Her race doesn't live very long, but she can have the memories of her ancestors. Ah, okay. We can't answer your questions because we are unknowing. Okay. No need to look, we'll see. It would to me, man. This is... Kristen built a lab inside? Loken. I remember this place. It's not in my memory. I've never been in this corridor, but my eyes, ears, mouth, emotions, they all tell me that I've walked a path like it. Welcome home, childs. Welcome to the court that I prepared for you. Ooh, the plot thickens, chat. The plot thickens, man. What the fuck? Boys.
Will be inevitably diminished in the future.
What's the deal with this altar then?
My relationship with Rhodes Island will only grow closer because I trust Rhodes Island and I trust you.
I love her voice. Nice. Let's go. Ooh, we don't have a gravity flip sage here, right? Interesting. Okay. Big split though. I don't think we're going to be able to place units here, are we? Ooh. They're going to be able to directly go down here then, yeah? Okay. I think I might drop Quora here.
Huh? But I don't need
Alright, let's go.
years of just to go on stage.
The same class as Haruka. Oh, okay.
Towers do. Are you really
Still talking?
sending me in?
The flowers. They're so beautiful. Have you come to see me again? I don't know today's flowers. Can you teach me how to spell them? Of course, Narcissa. What do you want to do after you learn it? I want to put these petals in my picture book, just like I used to. Mum loved flowers. Dad knew a lot about plants, just like you. They're not around anymore, but I want to record these new flowers and tell them about them when I visit their graves. You'll bring me there, right? It's almost April. Narcissa, my child, you're always the strong one. Leave the flowers on the table. I'll teach you writing once I'm done with my work. Is that Rosmontis' name? It smells good. What's for dinner? Why did you come over here? Sit down over there. We're having your favourite potato soup. I'm hungry. Can you cook quicker? Do you want to help out? No need to be scared. I'll hold your hand. Like this? Well done. You'll do even better in the future. The future? Will I grow up to be as tall and strong like you? Become a great scientist? No. You'll be greater than I am. Much greater. Does the wound on the back of your head still hurt? Not anymore. My brothers gave me lots of sweets. They say that one sweet before going to bed helps with the pain and makes me dream of cotton candy. Good girl. You can have them once you had dinner. And there's a place I want to take you to. Over at the corridor? The place my brothers went yesterday? They said there's a nice garden there, just like those in the storybooks. And that's the place you get your flowers. Yes. Those who pass through its doors are blessed by fate. And the end of the corridor is... Rosmontis? Rosmontis? I can't get the door open. Any ideas, Milsey? We need to go. Rosmontis. Don't go. Not alone. Rosmontis? Who is Rosmontis? Who is Narcissa? Welcome. You're waiting for me? Always have been. Where are the doctor? Where are the others? Where they were. This court does not need an audience. Court? Is this a court? Who's on trial? I, Locum Williams. I am both accused and accuser. In these last moments before fate devours me, I implore you to witness my life. Here and now, I confess to all my crimes. Greed. Yes, my teacher reproached me. He chided me for my recklessness and admonished my extraction of infected organs from the dying as being both illegal and immoral. He said my actions did not help patients, only accelerated their deaths. They were already dying. Their consciousness has already passed over to the other side. I did not intend to cause any more pain, nor did I change their fate. But my teacher did not agree. He and his teacher pronounced my death sentence in academia in a private trial, with no justice to speak of. They refused to admit that greed is a virtue for a scientist. A small-town boy's biology education is limited to delivering bird and beast calves unless he musters the courage to dissect the newborn calf in the middle of the night. Damn, bro! That's fucked up. The thirst for knowledge was enough to overcome his empathy. He needed to seize every opportunity to climb, to continue on the path of exploration. Cowardice. I have not often been found wanting of courage, but there was one thing that I yielded to. Maylander banned me after my teacher reported me, a mark of shame that shut me out of all universities and government-sponsored research institutions. It was the cruelest punishment you could inflict on a scientist in his prime. They stripped me of my right to research. It was akin to murder of the soul. This is VXV. I began drowning myself in drink. For a year and 10 months, I forced myself to face my trembling hands so that I could forget the pain of not being able to hold a scalpel. That was when they found me. They, the shameless rascals. The Department of Defense. Bro! Why do you keep doing this? Refresh chat. You might not even have to refresh. We're back. I gotta look at this shit after. The fuck is... it's pissing me off. Every fucking stream. I don't even know why it's doing it either. Just goes down to 0 upload for a split second and then boom, back up. Does it make sense? The Department of Defense, they funded Locum Water Tank. In return, I was to develop the most powerful weapon for them in 5 years. Science is neutral, pure and free. Practical value, especially in terms of weaponization, can only be a burden for science. 1 second you were talking, then you were laid back in the chair for me. I didn't want to contribute to my research for them. They knew what my weakness was. Knowledge is expensive. Instruments, equipment, materials, down to the bricks that made up the laboratory. It all takes money. Building the lab of my dreams costs more than building a skyscraper in the middle of Tri-Mounts. I had to admit my weakness and prostrate myself from before their power. How pathetic. Is this nation any less so? They have allowed barbaric power to control the lifeline of science. There is no one more short-sighted than the soldier. They are at the helm of science. They know Bobby, not how to use such precious knowledge except to kill their own kind. Folly. Yes, folly. The most unforgivable crime that a scientist can commit. The foolish soldiers are easy to deceive. Getting subcutaneous arts units, the results of billions in investment, was enough to satisfy them. But I was too busy, too obsessed with my research to realise the weakness and ambition of those around me. A foolish student of mine handed part of my experiment data to the Department of Defense. They learned what Locum Water Tank was really researching and were eager to see the results, even threatening to take direct control. How could I allow them to steal my dream? And I was so close to finishing my masterpiece. You took a risk. You failed. You lost everything. Narcissa destroyed your lab. That wasn't so bad. But the Maylander came again. They took Narcissa. Robbed you of your dream. Again. You were like a walking corpse. The Department of Defense confiscated the scraps you wanted to repay the billions of investment. You could not repay it, and you refused to work with them anymore. So you were thrown into prison like a piece of rotting meat that no one paid any further attention to. That was my greatest crime. Failure. Now, my final and greatest failure stands before me. Narcissa. The only flower in my garden that has not been trampled into the mud. Broken, but still beautiful. Look at me. Look at the Locum Williams who raised you, educated you, oppressed you, tormented you. You witnessed me, inches away from the summit, and witnessed my fall from grace into the abyss. Now I invite you, child, to be the stick that measures my pain, my regrets, my crimes. You are the only one fit to do so. Put it all on her. Push forward. Area suppressed. Gamma and Delta? No more reinforcing power armors. Excellent. Continue the attack and prepare to breach the building. Ugh. You should just bitch slap him. Not so fast. Colonel? Should I start with you? Will killing you buy more time? You traitor. Traitor? We have always been enemies. Who have I betrayed? How fragile. Should I have done this a long time ago? You almost killed their beloved vice president. Maybe I can exchange your head for a pardon. All units, attack. You want to be a martyr? Perhaps I should oblige. Oh, she's going ham. Oh, there you are, hero. The military and Maylander have this building surrounded. You can't win. Man, it'd be like... I hope we get some cool ass scenes like this in Enfield. You know, people just going head to head. Like, you know, some moments. This music kind of slaps as well. win. It's not victory that I'm looking for. It's a chance. Same for Kristen. No chance is worth so many lives, including your own. You think so? Compared to my knowledge, my own life has always been insignificant. I've seen so much history, but time, I'm hardly even a passing breeze. It's my life. My poor, boring life. A tiny little bit of time for the chance to touch eternal knowledge, even for an instant. How can that be worth it? Even fascinated by death. Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious. I know thousands of ways to die, over hundreds, thousands of years of history. I only get to die once. Period. Full stop. Standing between accumulated memories and the possibilities of the future. How does it feel? You'll find out. Oh, pure, unadorned power. Is that a Ripathy acting up as well? There was no eternal enamel blade growth. Saria simply focused all her strength on her hand. There was no original arts involved. This is why the fist was able to penetrate the distorted... Oh yeah, because she can... What is it she creates now? Oh shit! You getting freaky? Oh dear. Looks like I've lost. We're winning. We're winning now, boys. I guess that's it. Saria, kill me here and make it quick. Or maybe not so quick. I should save the moment. I only get one chance after all. That's it's calcium, yeah. See, I forgot what I forgot what she manipulates calcium, doesn't she? Yeah, I remember now. She can make it like super hard, can't she? That's how she can like punch so hard, yeah. You mad woman. What about you? Did you think yourself a creature of reason in all that you do? You wanted to prevent disaster in the most efficient manner. You're standing at the door. Don't you work with the military? They tend to make things worse. What about Maylander? They have been your firm allies for the past 5 years. They made the decision to work with the military. Oh, and the adorable little Liberi. The little brown bird, so full of morality and empathy. I saw her in one of the military aircraft. I didn't know you had that expression in you. Your hands are growing weaker. Everything is going out of control. Even your own heart. Is that not a strange feeling to a woman like you? Your taunts are meaningless. Poor Saria. That's not what your eyes, your hands, every inch of your body is saying. Are you sure you don't want to run over to the lab there right this instant? It may already be too late. You... In an instant, Ohayek is standing on top of a half-collapsed wall. A few more leaps and she's gone from the battlefield. She did a whole... Out of here, like, yeah? Into the distance. I love my calcium defender. The door to the lab is broken. Who could it be? Loken? Well, time is almost up anyway. Might as well call it a day. Oh shit, that artwork's sick. You're Loken? Let me get that shit. Let me get that shit. You came to the orphanage every Friday evening. You brought different flowers each time. Your clothes always had a strong smell to them. The smell of swimming pools and freshly painted fences. I didn't really mind that smell. I wanted to tell you that you didn't need to hide it with flowers. I didn't say anything because I liked your flowers. I liked the stories of the plants that you told. It reminded me of Dad. Good. Good, your memories are coming back. Yes, I'm remembering. You used to be very nice to me, and you became very mean. I'm sorry, child. I'm sorry. I promise you, I wanted to give you a happy future. You and your brother should have been the perfect life forms. You would have redefined Originium arts, freed yourselves from the shackles of talent, the plague of Rubithy. Yes, you... No. We should have conquered fate itself together. Why? Why couldn't I do it? I ruined us both. Why are you crying? Tears falling on the hand. Salty. Painful. I've seen you cry before. That day. No, I don't want to remember. I don't want you in my memories. It's painful to forget, but even more painful to remember you. Don't forget. Remember me. Please remember me. Remember the criminal. Damn, we do need some of this shit in Enfield though. Some of this type of storytelling, man. Filled with guilt. Filled with pain. No. No. My brothers. Why? 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 My memories are coming back. My head hurts. It's cold. Grab me. Grab my neck. Clutch it in your hands. Do you feel the pulsating veins? The blood is warm. You won't be cold anymore. Blood? How could it be warm? It's colder than ice. More suffocating than water. It's you. It's all you. You took my life and my brothers away. You turned me into a monster. A weapon. A destroyer. Then kill me. Destroy my broken body. Crush my guilty soul for all that you've lost. Kill you? And will all the crimes disappear if I kill you? The lives that people should have lived won't be taken away again. They can be with the ones they love. I can't lie to you anymore. But at least I deserve it. Time is short. We'll have company soon. I'll go to them. I won't let anyone stand in the way of what's right. Doctor, the army men are coming. We need to go deeper. Hurry. Don't leave Rosmontis. Old Loken's locked the door. This building is like a maze. It's got Nazi's handprints all over it. We've been at it for a while now, but we still have no clue where they are. I'm concerned about the kitten, but I doubt an old sickly scientist like Loken could do anything to her. He wants to retrieve Rosmontis' memories and have Rosmontis kill him. That's his gift. Huh? Did he finally go off the deep end? They say being in prison too long makes you go crazy. Pardon me. Don't show the artwork to Togaru. This OSC was your launch when the doctor woke up and it still hits hard. This shit is for real. What's been missing? It's so amazingly dark. Yeah, we definitely do. Like, I get it, you know, what they're doing there, but I do hope we get some hard-hitting, you know, like, no, I'm wrong. Like, you know, the bit... Like, I actually quite enjoyed Wuling. I think it still slows down towards the end. But, like, it's not the culmination, it's not the completion of Wuling, right? But Wuling was definitely a step up. But, and I do like, you know, Tang-like characters and stuff. I really like it. But, yeah, man, need some shit like this. Hopefully we get some stuff like this, right? Hopefully we do. And, you know, I don't know. I'm confident that they've got the capability to, right? It's whether they've got the desire to implement it, I suppose, isn't it? Well, I'm not sure I should say it, but the kitten has a reason to be angry after Loken did all that to her, doesn't she? I was angry when I saw Iffy's experiment logs. Angry enough that I wanted to flood those ruins 6 feet deep. What we had in Wuling is just, yeah, pretty much, it's just a prologue, innit, really? Loken would be getting what he deserved, assuming that Rosmontis really had vengeance on her mind. I'm not sure I'm really in a position to stop her. It's like, I think 1.2 is really going to be where things step up, right? I think, like, 1.1's looking good, but I've got a feeling like it's going to be just, I think it's going to be, you know, I don't want to say a filler patch, but you know what I mean? I just don't want Loken to get what he wants. I want to find her. I want to be with my family. Then we better hurry. That was close. We almost got roasted together. Army power armors. Get inside. Doctor, we have to... Over here. Am I starting to hear things? Why do I feel like I just heard Iffy's voice? Come with me. What's wrong with you? Step on it, you FNG or something? You're the FNG? Sounding more and more like... It might be getting darker next patch. I have a theory on the story. 1.1 is usually the filler patch. We got more than what we had for a filler patch. Yeah, like what we get in side story stuff. We're getting updates, Umbral Monuments, updates to the cryptic fucking shit, updates to the AIC, plenty of QOLs, new area, new story. Actually, I think did they put out the roadmap as well today? Did the tweet actually everything that's there? Target 3 o'clock. So that's how it works. It's so complicated. I'd rather just use my fire. Ifrit. Power armor convulses a few times before you. Then a fiery red girl leaps out in a shower of sparks. Doctor? Mumu? You're well here. You could drive a mech? It's a piece of cake for a genius like me. There are some things on that new boss that people notice that might be headed in a kind of dark direction. Oh, really? That boss, look, I'm liking the introduction of extra mechanics as well. I hope they really step up mechanics going forward. What's crazy is next update after this, we'll have 2 areas and a new outpost. Kind of excited for that one. Remember the bull boss? And does he not look like a Hang Tang's brother? Well, I said this because if you notice that tree, which is part of the boss fight as well, they show you an image of the tree, right? Like it looks like a tree stump coming out the ground. And then if you look at that fight, there's actually a tree in the background. And that fucking shit that he's got on his arm is exactly the same material, right? Alright, well, Saria modified it, so she's the genius. Ask her the details. She's close. Sarah's here too? If only she would let me do stuff myself. Why don't you look happy, Moo? It's not that. Wait, that's the way Rosmontis went. Power armor went there. Go. Go, go. Hostile. It's a young girl. Sensors indicate the presence of an elderly male further in. Should we wait? This made me have a theory that Terrans who came back to Talos might delve into beasts due to either. Maybe. It does look like there's potentially some manipulation of the Aether going in some of that as well, because you see like little tendrils, right? I don't know if that's due to what's her face. Neferif. Or something else. Giant floating weapons. High threat target identified. Attack. You're a soldier. Cold outer shell. No warmth. No emotion. Are you fighting bad people? Do you stand with the people who've been hurt? Possible unidentified high threat test subject? Requesting permission to engage. Too late, bozo. No, you don't have your own will. You don't think about right and wrong before you act, do you? Then, you're just a puppet on strings. Go away, or I'll destroy you too. Excuse me. Oh shit. Oh, I can't put units there, okay.
Line up, line up! We have plenty of good eats for everyone!
I thought I need another vanguard or something here. Attacks deal arts damage, loses HP proportional to the distance moved when shifted. When shifted? What's wrong with me? What does that even mean?
So long as you're here, have some hot to before you go.
Your weapons are right at your fingertips. Why wait?
どうすればいい？足元を見てみなさい。
携帯を変更中。
The show hasn't started, and this place is already such a look out. What are you waiting for? The curtains are about to fall.
What the fuck is that? Attacks in 4 directions while moving, dealing arts damage, increased damage to nearby targets, continuously tries to push nearby planetary debris. Oh shit, this is
If I make it back in one...
最危险的战场在哪里？
耐えろ。少しチクッとするかもしれない。
Wait, there's a bit of damage? Fuck. Oh shit! No way! That's... Okay, I don't want to block that motherfucker then. I just want to attack him, yeah.
Last step. I've been in plenty of events, but this is the most chaotic venue ever.
Ooh, let's go with that.
Focus elsewhere.
That shit does not fuck around, man.
Look, Zaro.
I missed you all right away.
Yeah, but you're scared. You're scared now, huh?
No one knows you've stepped into my domain.
Last step.
I love Haruka's voice lines.
Patience, friends.
Oh fuck, I've got the wrong skill on.
Patience.
It's kind of working out though, to be fair.
どうすればいいかこと分かる。あまり負けを隠せない。No one knows my name.
すまない。力を入れすぎた。
Okay.
Mission accomplished.
Cut the potato open and put it into the boiling water piece by piece. Skulls are much harder to cut. Tear. The softest tissues in the human body are like cotton candy, easily scattered by a gloved hand. Crush. Flowers are crushed in the trembling palm. The juices stick into the skin, dripping onto a new leather shoes. Scream. The instruments sever the nerves so quickly that it can take a life without its own announcing. Just like the use of anesthetics. Cry. My dead brothers cry on the operating table. Why were they the ones who had to be killed? Why was I the one who was made to live? No. No. They are not dead yet. They are behind me, hammering and crying. There was never a garden. There was only cruel imprisonment and cutting. A cage that treated our lives like toys. I want to destroy the cage. Okay, so he did all them terrible things. He's just basically coming back now in his desire to make himself feel better. He potentially not so much asking forgiveness, but obviously asking for like offering justice to potentially make himself feel better, even though he knows he's dying anyway. So he's like, he's not even offering up the justice, is he? Dude's a fuckface. As do I. The lab walls are being torn apart. They're made of advanced reinforced materials. How they be sliced apart like potatoes. Rosmontis. The ground is being peeled like an apple. Will be crushed into pulp. Someone needs to stop her. I mean, I could calm Rosmontis down, but she's not here. You don't mean you're going to by yourself, do you? Did you see how she shredded that power armor like paper? You're just a regular human. You are human, right? True blue flesh and blood. I'll go. Ifrit? This is no time for jokes, Ify. The Diablo within you, while your pair is plenty dangerous too. Don't tell me you mean to. No. I won't use its power. I'll do it myself. It's a promise between me and Rosmontis. He just wants to be remembered. He wants judgment. Requesting support. The communicator. It's crushed. The heck are... Don't. What? I know what you want to say. Don't say it. She's my friend. My good friend. We're more than friends. We work together and fight together. Rosmontis? I'll destroy everything that's not right. A lab like this, it should never have existed. I get it. Damn lab coats, damn labs. All those damn things that tormented us should have been burned to ashes long time ago. Of course we have the right to be angry, to yell, to destroy it all. We don't have to do it. Why? Are you going to stand in the way of what's right? Oh, fuck. You're tough. It'll take more than that to stop me. I won't let you become like Daria. Rosmontis, we promised to see the city together and go back to Rhodes Island together. I don't want to admit it, but you've always been better than I am. You're an elite operator, and you've done so many amazing things. Think of Amir. Think of Blaze the big cat. Think of the doctor. They have soft palms, their clothes smell clean, and they hug like warm blankets. Blankets? For the people who love us. Life isn't fair, but after all the scum we had to put up with, we still ended up meeting some really good people. Silence stories always have a happy ending. I know, she made up a bunch of them. Saria is always strict about my homework, but she helps me up when I fall down. Don't destroy these memories. You can stop now, Rosmontis. Stop? Ifrit. As it the sun's setting, the vibrations weaken. Ifrit grabs Rosmontis' hand. Yes. Ifrit, do you remember me? No way you could forget. You didn't find out I ate those cookies you hid yet. Yes, I think you're right. It wasn't the doctor who ate the cookies. I should correct the terminal entry. You look like you're hurting. Why are you laughing? I want to laugh. You didn't lose control, right? Even the doctor was worried about it. You just wanted to do what you wanted to do in your own way. Yeah. It's okay. Saria's worried that I'll lose control too. It's not a lack of trust. I just worry too much. As for the bad guys, the power they planted in us, the scars they left behind, none of that can control us. We're the only ones who can. We can turn the tables and laugh in their faces. Like this? Yes. If the corners of your mouth, find that Loken and tell him he's nothing to you. Loken. Alright, I'll find him. I know what to say now. Things have calmed down. If it did it, she calmed Rosmontis down. What could have been a close one? Rosmontis' arts left cracks in the wall around you. The walls of the maze have been destroyed, revealing a hallway deeper into the building. What is that room for, Milsey? Huh? When you use your S3? This is a vivarium? Why is there a vivarium in Hammer? Kristen remembered. And in the deepest reaches... Sarcophagus? You are sure you saw the sarcophagus? It's unmistakable. It's the starting point of all the memories you have. I just made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Even the dizziness is exactly the same. Loken is helping Kristen study the sarcophagus. What does Kristen need the sarcophagus for? Does she want to destroy herself? She'll turn into a strange white-furred creature. Oh shit, that's what happened to what's his face in here? No. Milsey does not answer. You reach out and touch nothing. There's only a small splash, the reflection of bubbles. The real Milsey stands at the heart of the vivarium. You're leaving me? Doctor, I promised to take you and Rosmontis to see Loken. Our cooperation is over. Now that its goal is complete. You can't go any further. We say goodbye here. We planned this from the beginning. That's how you got the address. No. I lied again. I really am evil, aren't I? That hard head nasty. I told her I made my choice, and I really hadn't. I only just now made it. The moment I saw this vivarium. I'm sorry. I came only to confirm one thing. Yes, this is where my dreams are. The vivarium and the future it carries. This is my dream. It's an answer for me and my people. Kristen promised to take it with her. She didn't lie to me. She just didn't tell me. Maybe she got tired of my cloaks and daggers, how a part of me never seems to be there. Maybe she never stopped believing in the trust between us. She really did it. So I should keep my promise. Tell Saria, I'm sorry. The water pushes you away. It is soft but irresistible. You return to the outer hallway. The lab doors closing before you. The water disappears, leaving no trace behind. Your hand is empty again. This is no longer just an intermission in the middle of a dance. It's time. Can I go now? The deal is done. You can leave at any time. You promise me. You'll find it on your terminal. Is this the entirety of Loken's research? No. There's another address. A blurred one. It looks familiar. We've really done a lot right under Maylander's nose. I'm starting to actually respect you. What a shame. What's that? You won't see the sky that you should have gotten to see. The stars? My people have played with them long enough. I've given you all the information I should. Do you really think those twisted spots of light are worth looking at? No. Not the sky we see today. Its true aspect in the future. Enough. I know about your great plans. That future doesn't belong to me. As long as your data is legit, I'll be able to fulfill my ancestors' dream and recover my true power. Power that you desire could not even overcome time. You understand that it could be machines that fly the skies of the future, or other evolving life forms. Not a shadow from 10,000 years ago. Are you mocking me? Mocking my blood, my memory, my destiny? You. Sacrificing your entire race just to return to the past. Is it really worth it? Whatever. I've got what I wanted. Let's say goodbye in peace. Ohag jumps out the monitoring platform. Jumps down the monitoring platform. She does not turn around to look at Kristen. She doesn't want Kristen to see the look on her face. You. We meet again. They are silent for a moment. Past and future pass by each other without making contact. Five minutes. I can't get the door open. Yeah. Huh? It's the weapon you lent me. Not lent. Gave. It's yours. You just need practice. Practice? You're free. Once you go out from here, agents and soldiers are too busy to bother. They found Hammer and achieved their goal. They won't bother you anymore. Yo, Bix, I saw you in another AK compilation. I think I saw that one earlier, actually. Was it the TR15, I think. If it's the one I'm thinking of. What's going on as well, Billy? Run to Trimax. There. You'll still be a researcher. You'll still be researcher. Silence. You want to go into the most dangerous direction, don't you? Could put your life in danger. You may never be able to escape Maylander's gaze ever again. It'll be a struggle of a lifetime. You may lose some things forever. Freedom, the life you know, the trust of your family and friends, the right to live under the sun, and yourself. Are you sure you want to live a life like that? I don't know. I haven't seen the problem resolved with my own eyes. I don't want to give up halfway. You're a talented scholar, a good doctor. Have you made up your mind to become a warrior? Maybe I'll never be a warrior. Or I'll grasp the weapon you gave me tight, if necessary. Very well, child. Go forth with my blessing. Thank you, Director Ajara. Let's go. I just trimmed marble. Oh, did ya? Oh, nice. By the way, control. Kristen could be just ahead. Don't you want to see her? Do I? Of course I do. But I doubt I can catch her. Jared gazes at the laboratory. Then, she turns her gaze towards the sky. What does it take to do that? I really looked into the trim medals, really. And 240 seconds. Okay. What who is using? He's using the left hit. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I'm still like free to play I am in the mini. Hold up 2 secs. I did max out everywhere, so lightning can do it. Took a few tries. Free to play, look at this guy. Am I crazy? Was a filter changed? I feel like it isn't as bright as before. I don't know, maybe Rise just got used to it, maybe. Took me longer to trim Trag because he has the shield when he summons. I had a go at it, actually. I don't think I have to have a go at it. You got it yet? Not yet. Keep going. The core of Hammer should be in here. And Kristen, she can have escaped right under our noses. I've still not maxed out any characters yet, man. 3 minutes. Like, I think I've got everyone into 80 and Helga. I'm just put gold gear on Helga. I'm just missing one item. Ifrit? Saria, did you find a way in? Not yet. This place is weird, even after Rosmontis crushed most of the outer wall like a cookie. It's not revealing any of the stuff inside. It's not a complete building. What? You're right, Ifrit. It's not a lab. It's... Did she install her parents' propulsion device on... How could it be? Oh, how did I not think of it until now? Wait, what has she done? Saria, where are you going? I was thinking that, like, if she's not up there, because she's clearly down here, the fuck... Okay. Level 60 ops players rise up. Yeah, I think, yeah, Avi Women's at 70 or 80, Helga's at 80, and everybody else is at, like, 60. If I break the wall, she must have expected me. It's pointless. Then what is the point? Can't change anything. Would it be too late? No. I have to. Have to what? Saria? Silence? You need to get out of here. Could be. No. Man, Silence looks so good in that outfit, right? That's a sick image. Let me get that. Let me get some of that. I want some of that. I want that. Thank you very much. Cheers, mates. Snatched. That's not thumbnail. That's desktop quality shit right there. Oh, I'm looking desktop. Actually, let me get the. I don't think I got the full image. There we go. That's better. God, I kind of like that as my desktop, man. I'm not gonna lie. Saria, I didn't come here to listen to you talk like that. I know how far a scientist would go for her dream. I know that feeling of rapture, which is why I know the strength it takes to fight it with morality. You've long been seeking a balance between science and order. You do well, perhaps too well. Your order is falling apart, but if you're willing to let balance go, perhaps you'll find your roots amidst the chaos. Find my roots? I believe you can. We have all the things to do. Let's part here. I can tell you now, Saria. How much I looked up to you. How much I wanted to walk by your side. One minute. Well, there goes a rare friend. How do you plan on making it up to me, Kristen? 30 seconds. There's something about to lift off. Oh, sister, you've returned. Are you ready to pronounce judgment? Yes. I want to kill you. Not for revenge. I hate you. But Amy and the doctor both say that revenge won't bring back the ones I love. Not for destruction. You want to use me to destroy you. I won't. I'm not your weapon. You're just a criminal. You're nothing to me. I'll do what the law and prison could not do. I hereby sentence you to death. Good. Good. How does that song go again? Country roads, take me home to a place I belong, to Old Trafford, to see United, to the place I belong. Soon, very soon. Severe tremors shake the earth. I got inspired from quickly leveling up every unit to level 60 E3, and these runs from Umbral. Slow key similar to your E1 only runs. Okay. Severe tremors shake the earth. Like something very strong and resilient is about to break out. You gaze at the rising inner corridor and see a figure through the windows. Kristen. A name that has been on many lips these days. Lunatic, genius, foe, friend, snazzy dresser, or perhaps a dreamer who does not belong to this time. You see her with your own eyes for the first time. She continues to look up at the sky as though the blank emptiness is the only thing that she should care about. What is going on? A familiar silhouette appears. Oh shit! Manta! Screeches. It unfolds in an instant, grabbing your shoulders lightly with its sharp claws, the massive figure covering you fully. Then, an even more massive shadow rises behind Monster. Hammer. Now you can see that the mysterious ring corridor on Milsey's vivarium are part of the hammer. Highlander and the military fought over it and then made peace over it. No one could have predicted that it would reveal itself in this way. The bright flames of the thrusters feel blinding. The blast throws you off your feet. If not for Calcit and the monster, you would have been cast to the winds like those around you and the broken remains of the lab. Calcit? Hang on, Doctor. I saw the sarcophagus. We were so close to the truth. I know. The figure in the air casts her gaze at you. No, not at you. The dark monster is protecting you. Kristen moves her lips seemingly inquiringly. You hear Calcit repeat her answer to you. I know.
進歩しましたね。今後は少し説教を手加減してほしい？すぐ調子に乗るんですから。今の褒め言葉を取り消します。
It's an interesting monster, though. Like, when you go back to this game, obviously I know this game, the story, right? But like, when you go back to this game, you do see the disparity between the two stories, right? Again, I know they're going for something different, but it's just like all I can think of when I like when I listen to when I read these stories. One, it's amazing to read, right? But it's just like, oh god, you can picture it, but it's just like, imagine if we had it in that sort of Enfield encasing, if you will. Be fucking good, man. Manta. Okay, we got some talkies. What's in here though? Only a few, yeah. All the way up. Kristen was one step ahead of Calcit. This music slaps far too hard. It has no right going this hard. So like, see, I thought they were up in the sky all along, but they're on the deck. That's why the places they're in. He's like, wait a minute, this seems like they're in a ship, but well, they were, right? Had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. What's this? Upcoming action MMORPG from new Korean studio Super Void. Okay, let's see if we needed to know it's from a... hold up, you guys can't see it. Let's see if... hold up. Let's see if we even needed to know it was from a Korean studio. Because usually... you don't even need to know that. You can just look at the game and you're like, yep, that's Korean. Right? I'm right. Like, Korean games are like, they stick out a mile off, man. Let's have a look.
A cultivated shell. Transplanted memories. Am I still human? Is immortality a blessing? Or a curse? Without death, does life still matter? No. I'll find the answer.
Project DNA. Man, the bitrate on Twitter sucks. Looks pretty generic, doesn't he? Well, not bad, but... is that running animation, bro? interesting to show the game off with a desert environment. One of like the most uninteresting environments you can get in video games, right? Magnos the Howling Beast. Did he just do a people's elbow? Was that fucking people's elbow? Was he just like, can you smell what the rock is cooking? Bro, dropping a people's elbow? Definitely looks like UE5. What is it? Project DNA?
New MMORPG is coming called Project DNA, and game is developed by Supervoid. In today's video, we are going to see first...
Supervoid? Have I... Supervoid? I swear I've heard of them. I'm creating post-apocalyptic MMORPG. Oh, it is UE5. It's their first game. I swear I've heard that develop. Currently on for project development. As development information regarding this developer. Other projects, there is limited public information on prior completed commercial releases under the name Supervoid in the search results with the focus currently on the... I guess I've made nothing else, right? Yeah, man, they've made fuck all else. Damn. Never made a game before and you go straight to an MMO. Risky business. I'm always willing to try out an MMO. Doesn't look exactly special though, does it? I mean, if 50% of your trailer is running on. True, good point actually. Good point. Yeah, combat didn't look great, did he? The particle effects look generic because it looked like typical UE5 slop assets that did the particle effects. I mean, want to know some WWE games, right? I swear that was the People's Album, man. The lighting in the game looked rough. It was really dark, really dark. Black Beacon Cian is ceasing updates today. Can't believe Pix did it again. You're joking. You're joking. They called me a madman. They called me a madman. Peak, they said. Peak story. Peak gameplay. Peak. Is there anything? Where's this info coming from? Nevertheless, this is officially confirmed for macOS. Have any of you lot played Star Sailors? Any good? Tencent may be forced to split from all US-based game devs and USA-based gaming investments. What? Is this down to Trump? Trump administration debates allowing Tencent to keep its gaming stakes. The White House is debating whether to allow Tencent to keep its stakes in major video game groups as US President Donald Trump prepares to meet Chinese President Xi Jinping in China in April. The Financial Times reported on Tuesday, top officials have held internal meetings to assess whether Tencent's investments in US and Finnish gaming firms pose a national security risk. The newspaper said, citing several people familiar with the deliberations. What's the fucking security risk? And what would their argument be? That they're installing malware on people's systems. Spyware. The CCP's watching what porn you're watching. It doesn't seem like a very freedom-loving decision to make. Don't get me wrong, I'm all up for like potentially breaking monopolies. But that smells like bullshit. Right? Sounds like a option to use leverage prior to meeting up with the president of China, right? You know? Sounds what it sounds like to me. It's like, hey, we're gonna disrupt this part of your economy and your soft power, because entertainment is soft power. America used Hollywood for a long time, right? As a bargaining chip, I'm thinking. I'll say, what US studios? Is Riot, yeah. Because Riot was initially... Riot is US, isn't he? It's not Canadian or anything, is he? Riot was initially an American company, right? Yeah, it's American, yeah. Like, Riot's 100% owned. Grinding Gears Games as well, right? They were US, mate. Oh, it's new. Oh, Grinding Gear Games is New Zealand. Oh shit. I don't know Grinding Gear Games is Kiwis. Oh shit, no way. Alright. I thought that was an American company, I did. I didn't know that. Right, it is American, yeah. They invest a ton of other companies like Epic. Yeah, they got a percentage. Loads of people have got a stake in Epic, haven't they? Yeah, I didn't know. Grinding Gear Games is New Zealand. Learned something new today. I just thought that was an American company. Because actually saying that, in the, like... There was a big part of GGG then that was British. Not the CEO, was he? I remember somebody pretty high up was British, right? Am I just tripping? I might be just tripping. Could have sworn there was somebody pretty high up in GGG that was from the UK. I met the whole jungle region of PoE inspired from New Zealand. No way. I didn't know that. I just assumed there was an American company. Good thing Pixie's not an Enfield hater or Enfield would have VOS. Hey, it's almost only on their official site, news and tap. I'll have a look for that later. It's almost like, you know, when I say games are potentially going to end a service, it's almost not like it's a gender-driven right. It's like I'm actually speaking from, I guess, some sort of evidence and, you know, the writing being on the wall. Sorry. Not out here saying, like, you know, a game's going to EOS because they didn't put a capital T in think. Or because there's no PT carryover, you know? Or ignore the fact that they made 200 million in the first couple of weeks, you know? It's almost like it's, you know, there's something to it. Check general. What the... What the fuck is this?
Okay.
I am fucking massive. It thinks I'm a van.
What the fuck? I am fucking massive. It thinks I'm a van. Okay, that's kind of funny. Okay, that's good. Imagine EOS because of a T, right? No, you're just a prophet. Oh shit, that was a good one. Jet Moose. Alright. I did say it was going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today, guys. Hey, yo, we've done a good job though, right? Minimal yap. People said it wasn't going to happen. People said it wasn't going to happen, but it happened, chat. Okay, we're only finishing about 25 minutes earlier than we should be, because I've got to get Rosie from work on time today, because the football's on at 7 as well. So it's your doppelganger. In the last video, saying complaining about the Enfield patch name having to capitalize it. Apparently, it's a grammatical mistake. Do you know what, dude? Do you know what I saw? Hold up a second. Before I fuck off, let me just check something, yeah. Because I saw him complaining about the name of the patch as well. Like, what the fuck does that even mean or something? And like, even when he read it, he was like, well, doesn't it sound poetic? You know? Like, Wuru's had some odd names as well. Fiery Arpeggio of Summer Reunion. You know? Tangled Truth in Inverted Terror. Waves sing and the cerulean bird calls. When the night knocks to the shore's end. That's not bad. In the turquoise moon glow. By sun scourged by moon's revelation. Like, how are these names any different to the first patch of Enfield? Like, a lot of CN games tend to have quite wordy names, don't they? Like, dude's a fucking moron. Like, I'm telling you. The biggest agenda driver in the space, but claims he's here to make the space better. He's a dickhead. That's all he is. He's just a dickhead. Yeah, totally Duck Lord. Like, dude's so lost in the source that bro's complaining about the lack of capital T's and the names of a patch. Like, brother. Like, fair enough if you've got criticisms of the game, because it's got things to be critical of, man. But like, damn. You ain't even trying to hide your agenda, right? Like, well, anybody who's got brains outside can see the dude's had agenda for the last year, but like, man, his audience just eat it up, right? His audience is... I love how, like I said as well, everybody else has like slapped him around a bit over the last couple of weeks, and then they're bored now. And then he's like, got up, dusted off after a few days and gone, I won! Sweet! Oh, guy's an idiot. The current patch name sounds like a mouthful, to be honest, but it's just a CN translation problem. Lots of games do it though, right? Like, the amount of gacha games that have, like, odd-sounding translations. To me, it just sounds like a sort of poetic statement, right? Like, it's a bit wordy, but I think it sounds kind of poetic. You know, it works, man. It works. What is it? Old deep water dies by rising tide. It is denied. How is that not? That flows. Am I tripping? Well, that doesn't sound like a crazy patch name to me. He really pulled up his own video of him reacting to his reaction. Dude loves himself. Bro, I got a clip somewhere, right, of where he's being super weird, so he can't acknowledge it. And he pauses the video and he's like, with his mouth open like that. And he's like, that's an amazing mouth. I've got an amazing mouth. And it's like, bro. Like, if being gay for yourself was like a thing, Saint's picture would be next to it. You know? a fucking weird guy, man. He really is. He's a weird guy. I think he's got to be the biggest weirdo in this space. And it's the gacha space, right? We're all weird. That brother's different. That brother's different. You know? He's got something special going on over there. Yo. I've read quite a lot of CN web novels. It just be like that sometimes. Well, the English language can be like that sometimes. You know what I mean? And without translations, like English sayings, English titles of poems and older stories can be incredibly, I don't want to say complex because a short sentence isn't something you'd call complex, but you know what I mean? The Eververse 1999 was made by Westerboost, so all the patch notes come off as relatively normal. Thing is, I heard the CN name pronounced in the CN version, it's a lot shorter. Maybe, yeah. But as I say, for me, like, don't get me wrong, it's a long-ish title, I guess. Well, I'm like... I never once seen that name and was like, what? I don't know, maybe you guys are different. I never felt like that, though. I think it's quite a nice title. It rolls off the tongue. You know? It rolls off the tongue. I translated trying to make it rhyme too. Maybe you. I like it anyway. Not that it fucking matters. You know. Could be called Cum Dumpster. I'll be okay with you. This patch got gaped by CJ. Cool. Let's play the game. You know you're at like levels of picking apart when you're pulling apart the name of the patch. You know? There's like levels to this shit, man. There's levels, right? Anyway, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it there. We are going to continue more of this. I think, I'm not going to say exactly what we're doing tomorrow because I do want to play some Enfield. But maybe we do this of the day and we play some Enfield of the evening, potentially. I don't know what's happening Saturday. Like I say, we've kind of got loose plans to potentially do something, but we haven't like set it in stone yet. So like, we might be going into Brum and maybe like finding a nice restaurant and having a few beers and having some food, but that's not guaranteed yet. So if we don't do anything, or I've got the day free, we'll just stream, man. We'll just stream. I ain't had a good long weekend stream for a while, so yeah, but yeah, tomorrow, I'm not going to say for a fact it's going to be this in the day, but it might be. It might be, guys. Cliffhanger next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. We'll continue tomorrow. Because, like, I don't want to rush through this, and it's like 10 to 4 now, so we may as well just do this tomorrow. Start with a nice bit of story. I'm still really enjoying this, so, yeah, man. Arknights does it again, man. Kills it on story. You know? Only on CW6 will take a few more streams. Yeah, if we can do Saturday, then we can maybe crank out a good few hours on Saturday, can't we? We'll see anyway. Alright, boys and girls, I'll see you all later. Enjoy the rest of your day. If I don't see you tomorrow, maybe see you over the weekend. There'll be no stream tonight because I'm watching the football. So, wish me luck. See if we can get another game. We're unbeaten in 11 then, boys, if we win tonight. Let's fucking go. See you all later. You know.